welcome to another Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union broadcast of Lumberjack basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjack! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for a Central Idaho League clash between your Lumberjacks and the Grangeville Bulldogs. Notice I didn't say boys or girls. That's because it is a quad matchup today. JV games and varsity games, boys and girls today. Girls have already played their JV game. I have not found out the outcome of that contest. JV boys currently playing, and in the third quarter, the JV boys are up 26-14 or 28-14 over the Grangeville boys JV program. St. Mary's looking to remain undefeated on the season for their JV boys program. 6:17 to go in their third quarter, and then we will have varsity girls coming up next, with varsity boys rounding out the day this evening. So we've got our Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off getting ready to come your way right here. And once again, we are available on YouTube and the NFHS network camera here in the gymnasium at this point in time, as we are having those equipment issues at our office to where we cannot get our game broadcast signals out to our transmitters. So right now we are still doing everything we can to get games on the air, and we're getting them on through the YouTube, the beauty of the internet. You know, we've always had that stream, but it is allowing us to actually broadcast the games, even though we're having some issues with our regular station over-the-air broadcasts of it. Anyways, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with a look at we'll come back with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off after a word from our Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsors.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938, insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance. This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24-plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for Lumberjack basketball. Today, your Lumberjacks hosting the Grangeville Bulldogs in Central Idaho League action. And we've got two games for you today, varsity boys and girls. And JV game currently underway for the boys, 30-14, Lumberjack JV on top. This is the Paul Hatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off here on KOFE, and on our YouTube channel. We are going to take a look now at the 3A Central Idaho League standings. The Kellogg Wildcats sit atop of the standings right now with a 1-0 league record. They are 3-3 overall on the season. They beat Genesis Preparatory Academy 45-27 on the 12th. They will be playing at the Eagle Classic Tournament in Spokane over the holidays on December 27th and 28th. They are currently ranked 13th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings. The Lumberjacks come into tonight's game with a 1-1 league record for the girls. They are 2-4 overall. They beat Orofino 40-37 on the 12th. And after tonight, they will be at Orofino on January the 7th. And actually, they have a game before then. Next week, they will be hosting Bonners Ferry on the 17th. So they'll be hosting the Bonners Ferry girls here next week on the 17th. Lumberjack girls are 17th in the power rankings for Idaho sports. Priest River Spartans, no league games just yet. 4-1 overall, though. They lost to Genesis Prep by a score of 42-40 on the 12th. They are actually at Orofino today, getting their first league game under their belt. They are currently 8th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings. The Grangeville Bulldogs come into today's game with their first league game here today, and they are 2-3 overall. They lost 51-41 at Timberlake on the 12th. And they will be at McCall Donnelly on the 17th. The Bulldogs are 14th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings. They have played a pretty tough schedule to start things off with this year. The Orofino Maniacs, 0-1 in league play, 2-5 overall, lost 40-37 to the Lumberjacks on the 12th. And like I said, they are at Priest River today, currently sitting 20th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings. And that is a look at your 3A Central Idaho League standings. We'll take a break, come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off after a word from our sponsors.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Larry's Truck Repair and Sales in St. Mary's is a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales is actually much more than the name says. Not only are they a repair shop and sales center for your big rig needs, whether it's a log truck or a dump truck, Larry's Truck Repair and Sales can get you back on the road. Larry's Truck Repair also offers trucking, hit run rock, dirt work, asphalt paving, and steel coating. You could say Larry is a jack of all trades.
Larry's Truck Repair and Sales located at 489 West Meadowhurst Road in St. Mary's. Give them a call at 208-582-0556. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Any adventure, any task, anytime. There's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler drops in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Tim Parrish here, Lumberjack Gymnasium. JV boys game underway. JV boys up 34-16. Late third quarter action for this game. And we've got varsity girls coming up next for you here on the broadcast as the third quarter comes to a close, and the Lumberjack JV boys leading by a score of 36-16. So a 20-point lead for the JV boys over the Grangeville Bulldog JV. Taking a look at the power rankings and coaches polls, we'll give you those right now. We've got the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, the coaches poll, and the media poll. No Max Preps rankings yet. Not enough games under the belt for these teams just yet to have those going live yet. Give a few more games, and then they'll have some Max Preps rankings come out. Right now, though, the top five for the Idaho Sports Power Rankings is Malad, Parma, Melba, New Plymouth, and Wendell. That's for the 3A classification. In the coaches poll, it's Malad, Parma, Ryrie, Priest River, and Melba. And in the media poll, you've got Malad, Parma, Melba, Ryrie, and Wendell. So there's just a quick look at where the power rankings set at the moment, where the coaches and media think that teams are ranked for the top five. And the Max Preps rankings probably, I'd imagine Max Preps rankings will come out next week. So we'll be able to get you those rankings as well. You know, the Max Preps is the rankings they use to seed state tournament. So those rankings are very important rankings. Anyways, this is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off. We'll take a break and come back with a high school sports update from around the area.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Lumberjack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care expert help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years' experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today. Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. JV game in the fourth quarter for JV boys, and the JV boys well in control of this one, 43-19. Started off slow for the JV boys in the first quarter, but they took the lead at the end of the first quarter, and they haven't really looked back since. As, like I said, leading 43-19 here with just under 6 to go in their game. Varsity girls action coming up next as far as the game, of course. The pregame right now live. Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. Taking a look at the sports update for around the area. We've got a look at the Lumberjacks first. Lumberjack boys basketball. This is their first league game of the season. They are 2-3 on the year so far. They lost 60-33 to a very tough Bonners Ferry team on the 14th. And next week, the Lumberjacks will be hosting the Orofino Maniacs on the 19th here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Taking a look at the wrestling. The varsity wrestlers are at the Tri-State Invitational at North Idaho College. And the JV wrestlers are at the Lakeland JV tournament. We hope that they are all doing well in their prospective tournaments this weekend. Moving on to the Lakeside Knights down in Plummer. They are 1-0 in league play for their boys basketball program, 3-1 overall. They beat Core de Christ Academy 93-50 on the 13th, and they are at Wallace today. The girls, Lakeside girls, also 1-0 in league play, 4-2 overall. They beat Inchley and Washington 51-47 on the 12th. They are at Wallace today as well. The Kootenai Warriors, their boys, 0-4 on the season, lost 75-16 at Wallace on the 12th. They'll be hosting the Lumberjack JV team on the 16th. And the Kootenai girls basketball program, 0-0 and no league games yet, 0-4 overall. They lost 54-20 at Wallace on the 12th, and they will also host St. Mary's JV girls on the 16th. That's a look around the area at high school sports action. We'll take a break. and we'll come back with more from Lumberjack Gymnasium. Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, is a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports. Country Meats offers retail meats as well as custom processing of your farm-raised animals. Country Meats has a retail shop in Harrison currently open on Saturdays, or stop by their main shop at 18500 South Lane Road in Cataldo. Check out Country Meats' website, countrymeatsid.com, and follow them on Facebook for updates on hours and special offers. That's Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, also proud supporters of the Benoit County Fair. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjacks!
If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, blocks, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Fall is coming, and of course, cold weather. Now's the time to stock up on a few things. Triple X Feeds has magnetic wood pellets in stock, and it's never too early to be ready for the cold weather. Triple X Feeds also has alfalfa in stock as well as straw. And if you have some four-legged woodland friends that look a little hungry, Triple X Feeds can keep you loaded up on deer feed and deer blocks. Don't wait until the last minute. Stop by Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's today.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Can you hear me now? For people suffering from hearing loss, there is no humor in that statement. Let Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's help. With nearly a decade in the hearing healthcare industry, Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's is ready to help. From hearing evaluations to custom ear molds and everything in between, trust the professionals at Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's. Call them today to schedule a comprehensive hearing evaluation at 208-582-2600. That's 208-582-2600. Paradigm Hearing Center, shifting the future of hearing health. Tim Parrish at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we are set for a clash of Central Idaho League opponents, the Grangeville Bulldogs in town to take on your Lumberjacks. And JV game currently underway. The JV boys leading 46-24 with just under 3 to play in their contest. And let's see, where are we at in our pregame? We've got the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off here for you. And started my pregame a tad bit too early once again, I guess, as I am running out of material, and we've probably got a good 14, 15 minutes before the next game gets underway. So talk a little bit about the girls. They did come away with a come-from-behind win over the Orfino Maniacs on Thursday. That score 40-37. The game was a pretty good game, actually. The game did see 5 lead changes in the first half and 7 lead changes in the first 7 ties. Let's see, I think it was 5 ties and 7 lead changes in the first half. And the Maniacs took a pretty good lead later in the game as they led by as much as 12 in the third quarter. And then St. Mary's came out, and I think it was like a 17-4 run or something like that in the fourth. And the final lead change came with about 30 seconds left to go in the game when Bailey, I will get that name right, Bailey Martin knocked down actually 2 big three-pointers. So the first three-pointer, St. Mary's was trailing, let me see, what was the score at that point? They were trailing by, not by 6, but I think by 4. And Bailey Martin knocked down a big 3 from the right wing, and it cut it to a 1-point deficit. And then, I might be wrong on those numbers, but I think there was a big three-pointer by Bailey. Then there was a 2-pointer that St. Mary's made, and then finally Bailey Martin knocked down a 3 to put the Lumberjacks up by 2. And then St. Mary's just kind of maintained that lead. They were able to get a couple of turnovers, make the Maniacs have to foul them, and St. Mary's able to hold on to that 3-point lead at the end of that game against Orofino. So it was a good game for the girls for confidence. When you play a game where you came back from 12 points down at one point in the contest. But it was a good game for them. Bailey Martin had 14 points for St. Mary's in that game. She was 4 for 5 from 3-point range. And the turnovers for St. Mary's were a little bit on the high side. Again, you don't want to see as many turnovers as there were. But both teams ended up with 19 turnovers apiece in the game. So it wasn't really that. It wasn't neither team scored a lot of points off those turnovers. So it just wasn't a benefit or a detriment either way, aside from taking away possessions from one team to the other. So the Lumberjacks still need to clean that up a little bit. They had their 12 turnover game against Kellogg, which was the lowest on the season. They lost that game it was a pretty lopsided loss, and the thing that St. Mary's had trouble with in that game was getting shots to fall. And I've heard it before, and I mentioned during the broadcast down in Kellogg that the rims in Kellogg seem to be, I guess what you'd say is loose. So when the ball hits that rim, it really rattles. It really kind of moves around a lot and dips down. Whereas the Lumberjack, the rims here in St. Mary's, they don't make nearly as much noise when the ball hits that rim, and the rim doesn't quite move as much. So you got to get used to in your pregame warm-up how the rims on the away games react to your shots, and you kind of got to adjust yourself a little bit because it can affect how the ball bounces and how it goes off of the rim. So that's just my observation with that one. The other bad stat for Lumberjacks in the game against Orofino was the free throw shooting. The Lumberjack girls was 3 of 19 from the charity stripe in Kellogg. So that was a tough number to swallow as well if you are Coach Hodal and the Lumberjacks. So we'll see if they can do a little bit better here tonight from those stats against the tough Grangeville Bulldog girls team. And they're a tough team, I'm telling you. Don't look at the record for Grangeville and think that they're down this year. They've played a pretty tough schedule to start their season. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off. We'll take a look at Lumberjack statistics and team leaders when we return.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has come a long way from the little shop on Railroad Avenue. How far? Not only did they upgrade their Railroad Avenue location, they added a second location. That second location for Whistle Stop Coffee and More is on 313 St. Joe River Road. Both locations offer tasty drinks of coffee, Red Bull, or Lotus Energy, and food options, from acai bowls to cookies and delicious bagel sandwiches. Whistle Stop Coffee and More is the perfect stop for a quick bite and a drink on your way to work or school. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary's. Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks & Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks & Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks & Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks & Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks & Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1 FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1 FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1 FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938, insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Tim Parrish here, Lumberjack Gymnasium, as we have a clash of Central Idaho League teams going on today. As it's the current game coming up is the Grangeville girls here at St. Mary's, the Bulldogs and the Lumberjacks. We want to welcome in those on the NFHS network cameras as we provide our play-by-play and audio there as well from KOFE 1240 AM. We also have our audio stream on YouTube, so you have lots of options to pick up the games. But this is going to be a tough ball game for the Lumberjack girls. They are going to have their work cut out for them here this afternoon. A tough Grangeville Bulldog team. Taking a look at the team stats for St. Mary's, the Lumberjack girls right now in the early part of the season shooting about 28% from the field. Not a bad number. You want to see that probably 35% or so. 2-point percentage is at 30% for the girls. A little bit higher is always nice, though. 3-point percentage, again, not really bad. 21% from 3-point range for St. Mary's girls. Again, it's a little bit different of a threshold kind of between boys and girls as to where you want certain percentages, and it's always tough to figure out where you want those. But these numbers aren't too far off, I wouldn't think, for girls basketball. Free throw percentage is low for St. Mary's. They are shooting free throws at only a 42% clip. And when it comes to free throws, boys, girls, you want it in the high 60s, 70% for those free throws. Rebounding, Lumberjacks are pulling down 41 rebounds per game, 15 offensive and 26 defensive. They're also getting 8 assists per game, 10 steals per game, and then another negative. St. Mary's turns the ball over on average about 20 times per game. St. Mary's also averaging 40 points per game while giving up 45 points per game to their opponents. Team leaders, the leading scorer right now, unofficially, because I don't have, I think I'm missing one game of stats that I wasn't at. And so these are unofficial, but the leading scorer with my stats is Avery Baird, averaging 11 points per game. In steals, it's Bailey Martin. She averages 2 steals per game. Rebounds, Maddie Thomas averaging 7 rebounds per game. And in the assist category, Brenna Elliott averaging 2 assists per game for the Lumberjack girls. So there's a look at your Lumberjack team stats on the early going of the season. We'll take another break, come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off. It'll be an opponent preview coming up next.
Well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24-plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at 8 on our block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Larry's Truck Repair and Sales in St. Mary's is a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales is actually much more than the name says. Not only are they a repair shop and sales center for your big rig needs, whether it's a log truck or a dump truck, Larry's Truck Repair and Sales can get you back on the road. Larry's Truck Repair also offers trucking, pit run rock, dirt work, asphalt paving, and seal coating. You could say Larry is a jack of all trades. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales located at 489 West Meadowhurst Road in St. Mary's. Give them a call at 208-582-0556. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
And we are back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium, the Paulette's #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. As we've got 10 minutes left in this warm-ups here, and both teams out warming up. We've got the Lumberjack girls on the far end of the court in their black warm-ups, and the JV, or the Grangeville girls here on the near side in their white warm-ups. And the one thing you can tell by looking at the Grangeville girls just at first glance, they are tall. They have a lot of height on their team, and they have for several years. This Grangeville team has been the team to beat in the Central Idaho League for the last several years, and they have always been a tough squad whenever you play them. So you've got to play your best ball if you want a chance at knocking the Bulldogs off. So it's going to be a tough game here for St. Mary's tonight. This is the head coach for the Bulldogs, Michelle Barger, in her 10th season as the coach for Grangeville. Last year's record for the Bulldogs, 22-4. They were 8-0 in conference last year, and their last state title was in 2011. But look at this. They've had state titles. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 state titles dating all the way back to 1977. So 77, 79, 94, 96, and then back-to-back state titles in 04 and 05, and then they were back and won it again in 08 and again in 2011. So it just kind of shows the quality of the Grangeville Bulldog program over the last, over several decades, honestly. This year, the Bulldogs are on a 2-3 start. They have not played a league game yet. They are averaging last year they averaged 62 points per game, and they allowed 41 points per game. This year, they are dead even right now. They have scored 51 points per game. They have allowed 51 points per game. And like I mentioned it earlier on in the pregame, the Bulldog girls have had a tough schedule to start this year. They haven't played light teams, so don't take this record lightly for the Grangeville Bulldogs. Returning players to the Bulldogs this year, they only graduated one last year. So key returners, Madeline Green, she's a post player for the Bulldogs and a senior. Carissa Barger, a guard, and she is just a junior. And Addison Vanderwall, also just a junior. Returning players with honors, league MVP last year was Madeline Green. Carissa Barger was first team All-League, and Addison Vanderwall, first team All-League. So did I just mention that those are the girls to look out for this year, but not the only ones. Key player lost last year for the Bulldogs, Maddie Thacker. She was a great leader and a great all-around athlete for Grangeville, but again, they only graduated one player, so they come back locked and loaded for this season. They've got that height. We've mentioned Adelaide LaFay is 6 foot, and she's not the only one out there that's about 6 foot tall. And they just have a lot of good players coming in. There's just too many to name to look at because there is the Grangeville Bulldogs, always a great team when it comes to girls basketball. Players to watch tonight, Carissa Barger, Madeline Green, and Addison Vanderwall for the Bulldogs. Like I mentioned, they played a pretty tough early season schedule. They beat McCall Donnelly 61-56, a 4A school. They beat Cole Valley, who is a 3A school, 54-27, and they lost to Ryrie, which is another one of the 3A schools from down south, 55-45 in a pretty close matchup. They lost to Prairie, which Prairie I think is a 2A school, but Prairie always a tough program as well. They lost to them 68-54, and then the Timberlake girls are always tough. So the Grangeville Bulldogs lost 51-41 to them. So it's not like they've played a light schedule to get things started this year. They do have a very experienced roster. This year they have 6 seniors on their roster, 3 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 1 freshman. Some stats for the Bulldogs. Let's see where I put my statistical information for them. As a team, they average 32 rebounds per game, 10 assists per game, and I said St. Mary's averages 20 turnovers per game. Well, the Bulldogs force or get 20 steals per game. So that's going to be something that St. Mary's is going to have to be very, very aware with, is the aggressive in-your-face defense that the Bulldogs have always played. And it always gives not only Lumberjacks but other teams a lot of fits trying to contend with not only the Bulldog height but also the Bulldog defense. Their three-point percentage, I'm sure the coach Barger would like to see that better than 16%, but that's where the Bulldogs are sitting right now as far as their outside shooting. Free throw percentage, 67%, nice solid number at the free throw line. Field goal or two-point field goal percentage, again, very solid at 40%, and overall field goal percentage for the Bulldogs at 33%. Leading scorers, they've got three girls that average double digits in every game. You've got Addison Vanderwall, the junior, averaging 12 points per game. You got Madeline Green, a senior, averaging 12 points per game, and junior Carissa Barger averaging 11 points per game for the Bulldogs. So when I say that this is a tough team, they are a tough team. I am not exaggerating that one bit. And again, St. Mary's, a fairly young team under a new coach. This is the first time, unless Coach Hodall has watched any film on them, this is the first time to really see them. So she doesn't know 100%. I mean, she knows that they're good, and she knows that they're always a tough team, and that St. Mary's has their work cut out for them tonight. So it's going to be an interesting matchup to see how St. Mary's can stand up against this Bulldog squad. Take a quick break. Actually, let's take a quick break and come back with some keys to the game. Any adventure, any task, anytime. There's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler drops in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
And we are back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as the Lumberjacks getting set to host the Grangeville Bulldogs in our first broadcast of the evening as keys to tonight's game. Turnovers. That's going to be turnovers for the Lumberjack girls. They're going to have to figure out a way to deal with the aggressive nature of the Grangeville defense. If Grangeville is anything like the last couple of years, they really like to play right up in your face. They like to go after the ball. and you have to be able to withstand that pressure and make clean passes. St. Mary's struggles with that sometimes, and like I said, averaging over 20 turnovers per game. So if St. Mary's can't handle that pressure and they start to turn the ball over, it could very well make for a long night for the Lumberjack girls tonight. If St. Mary's cannot find a way to contest the pressure to take care of that ball against Grangeville, St. Mary's could likely end up with close to 30 turnovers tonight. So again, it's not trying to take a dig at the Lumberjacks. It's just I know that they have in the past had some struggles with this Grangeville defense. Just about every team in the league has. So that's going to be one of the key things tonight is the free throw or the turnover numbers. We're going to go ahead. We're going to keep it here. We'll wait and have the national anthem, and then we will have our starting lineup. And that was the national anthem here, and we are just about ready to get things going. We will have the starting lineups first off for the Grangeville Bulldogs starters. The first starter for the Bulldogs, the number 2 of Chris Barger. The number 3 of Sienna Wagner. The number 4 of Autumn Long. She's a freshman getting the start here for the Bulldogs. Then you got the number 20 of Madeline Green. And the number 32 of Addison Vanderwall. The coach for the Bulldogs, of course, Michelle Barger. Now the starters for your Lumberjacks. It should be the senior, number 1, Brenna Elliott. The next starter, the senior, number 5, Maddie Thomas. The junior, number 10, Bailey Martin. The senior, number 11, Avery Baird. And rounding out the lineup, the number 32, senior, Danica Sloper. Lumberjacks are coached by Tammy Hodall. She is assisted by Michael Smith. It looks like her assistant coach must have had something else going on today. It looks like she's taken the reins of all the coaching here tonight for the varsity. Lumberjacks in their white and green uniforms. The Bulldogs in their blue with they've got white up around the neck, and then their numbers and their Grangeville Bulldogs on the front and back is in gray. And it'll be Danica Sloper at the midcourt circle. She'll be going up against Madeline Green for the opening tip-off. The official steps into the midcourt circle, and we are ready to get things going. The Bulldogs win the opening tip, and they quickly find all alone as Addison Vanderwall waiting in the right corner, and she puts it up and good. Lumberjacks, there's that pressure we talked about. Going to get a steal from Grangeville. Lumberjacks turn it over. The Bulldogs have it right or left wing. Top of the key now. Back to the left wing. It's in the hands of Wagner. Now they go to the right side of the floor. Still working the perimeter. Lumberjacks look to be in a zone. Now to the free throw line and back to the right wing. Shot clock down to 11. Still working up around the perimeter. St. Mary's defense playing pretty good inside at the moment. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Cross-court pass to Barger. Barger puts up the three, and it's going to be good. I said the Bulldogs 16% from three-point range. Well, they made that one. 5-0 Bulldogs lead. We get a bunch of contact and a foul, and I think we get a timeout to St. Mary's. And I think it was a quick 30-second timeout. They put the foul up there against the Lumberjacks, but it looked like they were giving St. Mary's the ball, but I'm not sure. It looks like there was a foul against Bailey Martin. So I'm assuming it's actually Grangeville ball. And it looks like it is as the Lumberjacks go back into a defensive position. And the Bulldogs come out to inbound from side court in front of the Lumberjack bench. The ref is looking for somebody to inbound it for Grangeville. Finally, Chris Barger catches on and goes over to the sideline. Inbound for the Bulldogs. Up to the top of the key. Round to the right wing. Back to the top. Now to the left side. Looking into the short corner is Barger. Now back to the wing to Vanderwall. Now to the right side. Back up to the top of the key. Coming around the defense is Green. Lumberjacks deny her. She passes it back out. Now they find her down in the low post. And Madeline Green cashes in for the Bulldogs. Nice ball movement by Grangeville. And Grangeville with a steal. Bared the turnover. And the shot was up and good by the number 3 of Wagner. And the Lumberjacks quickly down 9-0. St. Mary's hasn't really even got a chance to run anything offensively. The Bulldogs' press and trap has been taking the ball away before St. Mary's can even get to their side of the court. And another steal by the Bulldogs. And then the layup was missed, but a foul, and that'll send Vanderwall to the free throw line. Vanderwall shooting 73% from the stripe on the season. That foul against Brenna Elliott. Vanderwall's first free throw is nothing but net. Going to have Avery Baird come out. Checking in for her is Braylee Caldwell. Second free throw up and good for the Bulldogs. 11-point lead for Grangeville. They lead 11-0. Then another steal by the Bulldogs. Now Grangeville has an uncharacteristic turnover. They have the travel there. St. Mary's trails 11-0. Turnovers per game. Grangeville averages 18. There's going to be a pass down to Bailey Martin. Lumberjacks getting their first shot off. It's going to be Bailey from the short corner. It's no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs bringing it down the floor. Long, down to the right wing. Cross-court pass to Wagner. Wagner drives. It stood up at the paint, or down in the blocks, and kicks the ball to the top of the key. Vanderwall, cross-court to Barger. Barger skipping to the post, and coming in and getting a steal for the Lumberjacks is Sloper. And that's a turnover by, I'm gonna have to call that a turnover by Elliott, because the pass came to her, the Grangeville player came charging over, and Elliott she probably should have came towards that ball. She kind of just waited for it to get to her. Then we get a foul on Caldwell, and it sends the Bulldogs, Vanderwall, back to the free throw line. Brenda Elliott's going to come out. Checking in is Kieran Elliott. And now we have a little stoppage here. I think I'm not sure what happened. Not fully sure what happened, but they've got Dakota Wickard. They're looking for Dakota. There's oh, okay. One of the Grangeville players, I think, had a bloody nose or something, and they had to get that cleaned up off the floor. Checking out for the Bulldogs, I didn't see who checked out. Kinsley Adams came in. It might have been Wagner that went out. Free throws are no good. Bulldogs with the rebound, though. I'm guessing they missed both free throws. Bulldogs have the rebound. And then a foul on Bailey Martin on the putback attempt. That was first. Bailey comes out. Avery Baird checks in. Thomas also comes out. First free throw by Barger was missed. Second free throw missed as well. And finally, Lumberjacks pull down a rebound. But the Bulldogs get another steal. And the Bulldogs reset. Three-pointer on the way by Barger. That shot is no good. That rebound's going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs as it comes off of the Lumberjacks. So Maddie Thomas is out as well. Brenna Elliott checks in. Bulldogs have it in the corner. Now to the free throw line, down into the paint, back to the top of the key. Elbow, working on the left side. Long, drives into the lane, and stepping in front of her and getting called for the blocking foul is going to be Sloper. Sloper steps into the lane trying to get the defense put on the Long, and she's going to get called for that foul. That'll send Autumn Long to the free throw line. She is 50% on the season from the charity stripe. That free throw is going to fall in for her. Stretches it to a 12-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Second free throw on the way. That one's going to fall through as well. St. Mary's will inbound again. Bulldogs full court pressure. And that was deflected by the Bulldogs, so St. Mary's will keep possession. Avery comes out. Timken checks in. Timken to Elliott. Elliott gets it ahead to Caldwell. Over to Sloper. Now they're looking down underneath. They get it to Caldwell, to Kieran Elliott. Her shot is no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs and a foul on St. Mary's. So Danica Sloper picks up foul number 2. And it'll put the Bulldogs back to the free throw line. And that is Madeline Green for the charity stripe for the Bulldogs. First free throw is up and good by Green. Sloper's going to come out. Maddie Thomas checks back in. Madeline Green, second free throw on the way. That one no good. Rebound to Thomas. St. Mary's will go the other way. Timken has the ball. Has it stripped out of her hands. So Timken had it stolen out of her hands, but then the Bulldogs turn it over with a travel. So the Lumberjacks will keep possession. 4:34 to go in the first period. 14-0 Bulldogs lead. Timken controls up top for the Lumberjacks. He's going to try to find an outlet. Bulldogs out in the face defense. I told you they like to get up and face guard you. And Timken can't find an outlet, and she'll have a 5-second, I think it's a 5-second closely guarded call. You got to get that ball out of there or take your dribble. And I think she'd already picked up her dribble, so she needed to find an outlet. Bulldogs was smothering everybody, and nobody was open for her to get it to. Bulldogs swing it to the left wing, back to the top of the key, down to the right side now. Skip pass, looking into Vanderwall. Vanderwall back to the top. Now they're still swinging it around to the left side of the floor. Now they're going to look into the low post. Adams, now back to Vanderwall. Vanderwall just into the lane. Shot is up. It's no good. Rebound goes to Timken. Timken to Caldwell. Caldwell looking into Elliott. It's deflected out and stolen. Bulldogs have the possession. 3:45 to go first quarter. Still 14-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. Actually, St. Bulldogs turned it over on the other side, so St. Mary's gets the ball back, and then I think Lumberjacks are going to, is this going to be, it was deflected by the Bulldogs into the backcourt, so St. Mary's is able to retake the possession. Timken has it, gets it ahead to Elliott. She was almost trapped in the backcourt. Elliott takes it to the top of the key, drives, going to feed it inside, trying to get it inside to Caldwell. Grangeville steals it away. That ball is going to be deflected out of bounds, I believe, by Timken. Checking in for the Bulldogs is Madeline Green. And also checking in is Wilkinson. For the Lumberjacks, Caldwell comes out. Avery Baird back in. 3:23 to go in the first period. No score for the Lumberjacks. The Bulldogs up 14-0. Barger controls it up top, swings it to the left side, out on the wing still. Now looking to the free throw line to Green. Green shot no good, but a rebound for Grangeville. Bulldogs will reset, using that height to their advantage on crashing the boards. Barger resets their offense, swings over to Wagner. Now looking into the paint. Green, shot is up, won't go. Rebound goes to Thomas. And we're going to get a foul against Grangeville. That's the first foul, I believe, on the Bulldogs. Oh, that is the second foul on the Bulldogs, as it looks like Vanderwall had one, and Green gets that one called against her. St. Mary's gets it across the timeline, but Maddie Thomas called for the travel. And that's what this Grangeville defense will do to you. They make you hurry, they make you rush, and they make you make mistakes. Grangeville inbounds. Going to get a three-pointer on the way. It's going to look like it was going to pop out, but it falls through, and Chris Barger has 2 threes on the afternoon. 17-0. St. Mary's trails. Another steal by the Bulldogs. Sloper checks back in. Coming out is Thomas comes out as well. Bailey Martin in. Elliott out. Trying to see who's on the floor for the Lumberjacks, as I don't have my numbers fully set just yet. Going to get a shot on the way by Grangeville. That is up and good, just inside three-point range on the left side. And that was the 22 of Haley Told. And the Bulldogs steal it away once again from the Lumberjacks. And the timeout taken by Grangeville, as St. Mary's had the Bulldogs trapped in the corner. It is a quick 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Bulldogs leading 20-0 over the Lumberjacks. And I am missing, that might have been a three-pointer by Grangeville. Haley Told, I guess it was a three-pointer for Haley. 20-0, St. Mary's trails. Bulldogs will inbound from baseline after the timeout. Getting it to the left corner. Now back into the low post. Green spins around her defense and is going to put it up and good for the Bulldogs. 22-0. Lumberjacks trail. And a bad pass by St. Mary's. The Bulldogs steal it away. Bulldogs down in the lane. Shot up. Won't fall. Ball is loose. Still loose. Going to go out of bounds. They say last touch by St. Mary's. Checking in for Grangeville, Dusty Bashaw. Checking out is Haley Told. Under 2 to play in the first period. St. Mary's yet to get on the board. 3-point shot on the way by Wagner. That's going to bounce around and fall in. That was Wagner with the 3. The Bulldogs get the steal, come back the other way, and Sierra Wagner with another bucket. And a foul, I believe, against... The foul, I think, was against Grangeville. Wagner picked up a foul. Lumberjacks take a timeout. St. Mary's down 27-0 in the first quarter of play. And it's a full timeout for the Lumberjacks, so we'll take it as well. 27-0, the Bulldogs lead the Lumberjack girls here in the first period. Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy.
And we are back, and St. Mary's inbounds after the timeout. Bulldogs kick the ball there, get called for the kick ball, so St. Mary's will keep the possession. Lumberjacks will inbound from side court. Timken going to bounce it right off of a Grangeville player. And then coming the other way, Bulldogs trying to take it into the lane and lay it up. No good, but a foul called, and I believe that'll be the third foul on Sloper in the first period. So a very tough start for the girls, especially when you've got your senior post player already in foul trouble, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. Autumn Long to the free throw line. She is now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe after that one. Timken comes out. Brenna Elliott checks in. Next free throw on the way for the Bulldogs. That one's going to fall off the side of the rim, but an offensive rebound for Grangeville. Bulldogs will reset. Up to the free throw line. Now to the left side. Three-pointer on the way. It is off the mark. Rebound goes to Baird. St. Mary's going the other way. Baird's going to try to skip it all the way down inside. It's going to be deflected by Grangeville. Baird drove that all the way down and then tried to skip it to her teammate that was standing in the key waiting for it, and the Bulldogs deflected it out. Going to get a three-pointer miss by Bailey. Brenna Elliott, the block shot by the Bulldogs and the rebound. And a foul against St. Mary's. Puts the Bulldogs to the free throw line. That foul goes against Elliott. That is her second foul. And it puts Dusty Bashaw to the free throw line for the first time for the Bulldogs. Her free throw is up and off the rim, no good. Second free throw from Bashaw on the way. That one back for the iron. It is no good. Rebound, though, and put back by Madeline Green is up and good. 30-0 run in the first period for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's with the ball. Cross-court pass, trying to get it to Avery Baird, and the Lumberjacks will turn it over. Bulldogs steal it away. And a shot trying to be put up by the Bulldogs, number 4, Autumn Long, and she'll be fouled. And the frustration showing for the Lumberjacks. That foul goes against Baird. That is her first. Autumn Long, 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. Yeah, she leaves that one a little bit short. Second free throw short as well. And a rebound or a foul against Grangeville. That foul is going to go against Madeline Green. Fourth team foul on Grangeville. St. Mary's has 9 fouls in the first period of play. St. Mary's trails 30-0 with 30 seconds on the clock. Can the Lumberjacks get on the board before the end of the first quarter? Martin trying to get it in to Sloper. Bulldogs steal it away. They're going to take it down, lay it up and in. That was Addison Vanderwall with the bucket on the layup. And the Lumberjacks have the ball deflected out of bounds to the other end of the floor. It'll stay with St. Mary's. They'll inbound from side court. 5 seconds to go in the first period. Into the corner to Thomas. Left side. Thomas trapped, trying to find an outlet. She's going to throw the ball away. And then the first period comes to an end. 32-0. Lumberjacks trail. The Bulldogs will be back,
where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And kind of as I had mentioned in the pregame, the Lumberjacks having trouble with this tough Bulldog defense here, as the Bulldogs not giving the Lumberjacks any room to do much. I would be surprised. I don't want to look at the stats right now, but I would be surprised if St. Mary's has even put up 3 shots in the first half or first quarter. I think maybe 3 or 4 shots has been put up by St. Mary's. So get some subs made, some of the girls taken out. So on the floor for the Lumberjacks is Thomas, Timken, Kieran Elliott, Caldwell, and Sloper. Lumberjacks have the ball. Caldwell with it. She's going to go to the right side, tries to get it to Sloper. The ball is deflected out of bounds by Grangeville. It'll stay with the Lumberjacks. They have to get the shot clock corrected because somebody didn't start the shot clock with the last inbound, so there should be about 4 or 5 seconds off of the shot clock, I think. So they're going to set it at 30. Oh. They're going to put it at 28 seconds. St. Mary's will inbound from sideline. Going to skip it into Sloper, and Sloper can't hold on to it. She's going to knock it out of bounds. The turnover of St. Mary's. 32-0, the Bulldogs lead here. Early in the game, to be honest with you. It's only the second quarter. Pass to the left side for the Bulldogs. Into Vanderwall, back to the top of the key now. Back to Vanderwall. Now to the right side to Barger. Up on the wing still, looking into the free throw line. Vanderwall gets double teamed, kicks it across court. Going to get a 3 on the way by Kinsley Adams, and it is up and good for Adams. $35-0, St. Mary's trails. Caldwell tries for a pass, and it's deflected and stolen away. Bulldogs the other way. Vanderwall going to get an extra step there at the end. Gets called for the travel. Lumberjacks inbound. Bringing it down for St. Mary's is the 24 of Caldwell. Bulldogs have backed out of their press. Going to get it over to Thomas. Thomas can take her dribble. Instead, gets the pass to the free throw line to Sloper. Sloper's shot is up. It's going to fall off the front of the rim. Rebound to the Bulldogs. That shot teased everybody for Sloper. Sloper has to be careful out there, too. 3 fouls for her in the first period. Shot on the way from the Bulldogs' left side. Shot no good. Offensive rebound. Putback is up and good by Wilkinson. $37-0. Lumberjacks trail. Timken loses the ball down on the other side. Bulldogs coming back the other way. Pass to the corner, right side. Barger's going to drive. She's going to get her shot blocked. Trying to drive baseline. Sloper blocks it out of bounds. Possession will stay with Grangeville. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Barger finding somebody to get the ball into. Up to the wing, now back to Barger in the corner, right side, cross court, left wing. Three-pointer on the way by Haley Told. That shot is off the mark. Grangeville, nope, St. Mary's is able to track down the rebound. That's Maddie Thomas. Kieran Elliott takes it to the way, gets it off to Timken. Timken up top, swings it to the corner to Caldwell, left side, now to Sloper. Sloper shot up, off the iron, won't fall in for her. Got a good look, couldn't get it to fall. Grangeville with the rebound. Grangeville leads 37-0. 5:40 to go in the first half. The ball into the hands of Told. Told swings it down to the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Adams. That shot is no good. Grangeville with the rebound, though. Back to the wing. Vanderwall. Down to the corner now to Barger, working on that left side still. Now they give it to Vanderwall, who switched places with Barger. Up to the elbow. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound to Caldwell for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's the other way. Sloper, short corner. Puts the shot up and good. Lumberjacks finally get off the slide. 37-2, St. Mary's trails. Bringing it down is Barger. Gets it to Told. Told looking for an outlet. Gets it to the wing, right side. Barger takes it to the top of the key. Now they swing it around. Vanderwall, three-point shot on the way. It won't go in. Rebound to the Bulldogs again. And looks like St. Mary's is going to get a steal. I think that was Thomas with the steal. She got deflected over to the hands of Caldwell. And then I think it was the Bulldogs tying it up. Jump ball, and the possession goes to, not sure. St. Mary's trying to make some subs. They're trying to figure out who's coming off the floor. I believe it's the starters back on for the Lumberjacks. And the jump ball will go over to the Grangeville Bulldogs. Grangeville looking inside, can't get any room to work. Back to the top now to Wagner. Cross court, actually cross key. Shot up, no good. Offensive rebound. Putback was no good. It was actually blocked by St. Mary's. Offensive rebound again for the Bulldogs. I didn't see who it was for St. Mary's that had the blocked shot. And I guess they didn't get the shot clock quite started properly, so now they've got the shot clock set down to 10. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. Madeline Green with it, works it into the elbow extended, back to the top of the key now. Adams going to kick it out to the corner to Dusty Bashaw, and that time they won't get the shot off in time, and Lumberjacks will force the shot clock violation. Bringing it down for the Lumberjacks is Elliott. Elliott across the timeline. She's got Wagner guarding her, swings it to Baird. Baird skips it underneath, going to get a shot up. It's no good by Elliott. Rebound went to the Bulldogs. Grangeville coming the other way. Grangeville has it, left side, taking it to the top of the key is Wagner. Swings over to the right wing, back to the elbow, and around the horn, back down to the left corner. Take Adams, now to the top to Wagner. Wagner going to try to drive. And they're going to say a foul there, and I think it's against Baird. That is Baird's second foul. Lumberjacks doing better on the foul numbers here in the second quarter. Only one foul for St. Mary's. They had 9 in the first quarter. Sent the Bulldogs to the free throw line quite a few times. Bulldogs getting it in, right wing. Green up to the free throw line. Now looking into the post. Nice ball movement again as Green finds Adams in the lane, and Adams puts it up and good for the layup. 39-2, St. Mary's trails. Going to have the ball stolen away from Elliott. Bulldogs coming back the other way. They're going to find Kinsley Adams for an open three from the left side. It won't fall. Rebound saved back in. Bulldogs get the rebound. Avery Baird ties it up. It'll be a jump ball called, and the possession, I think, favors the Lumberjacks. Elliott will bring it down for the Lumberjacks. Elliott swings it to the wing to Bailey Martin. Her three is short. Rebound was Elliott. Elliott's putback wouldn't go in. And that is going to be a Lumberjack rebound. Reset the shot clock. St. Mary's will inbound, looking to get it into somebody. And that ball is going to be stolen away by Grangeville. I tried to get it in. It came off of a Bulldog player. 3-point shot from the corner is no good for the Bulldogs. They get a rebound. They'll reset their offense. Madeline Green triggers the three. It's no good. Rebound goes. I'm going to give the rebound to Sloper. And then Elliott had the turnover, and the Bulldogs put it up and good. Dusty Bashaw finds the bucket. 41-2, and we get a blocking foul on Grangeville down at the other end of the floor. That'll be the second foul on Wagner. Lumberjacks will inbound. Thomas looking for an inlet. That ball's going to be tipped back out and caught. Yeah, it's just a turnover on St. Mary's. It was tipped back out. Bailey Martin. The Bulldogs tipped it first. Bailey tried to grab a hold of it, and it got out of her hands and went back out of bounds. The turnover on St. Mary's. Bulldogs with the ball up top. Vanderwall around to the right side. Out to the corner. Three-pointer by Barger. That one misses. Ball is going to be saved back in by the Bulldogs. Drive in the lane is Barger. Her shot will be blocked. Sloper with the block shot. Get a jump ball call, I believe, and they'll stay with Grangeville. Sloper's going to come out for a breather. Checking in is Kieran Elliott. St. Mary's trails 41-2 to the Bulldogs. Grangeville inbound from baseline. Out to the wing, left side, now to the corner. Barger for three. That is up and good. Barger with 3 3-pointers. 44-2, St. Mary's trails. Baird trying to drive, loses the ball, dribbled it off of the opponent's foot. Bulldogs going to lay it up and in the other way. That's Barger with the layup. 46-2, St. Mary's trails. Baird has the ball up top. Looking for an outlet. She's still looking, tries to throw it inside, turns the ball over there. Her intended receiver of that pass moved right at the last second. The Bulldogs are going to have it turned over the other way. Timken comes in, as does Caldwell. Elliott comes out, as does Baird. And St. Mary's will take it the other way. Timken controls it for the Lumberjacks. She works to the right, picks up her dribble, finds Kieran Elliott. Kieran looking in, trying to get it to Thomas. It'll be deflected out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Lumberjacks will inbound from baseline. Lumberjacks get it in, but it's going to be deflected by this tough Grangeville Bulldog out of bounds. St. Mary's will still have possession. Lumberjacks to the low post. Thomas going to try to put the shot up. It's blocked. Blocked by Grangeville. Grangeville with the rebound. Grangeville the other way. They're going to lay it up and in. Addison Vanderwall with the bucket for the Bulldogs. 48-2, Lumberjacks trailing here. Timken working left and then right. Back to the left. Now up the top to Martin. Martin's going to drive all the way down to the low post. Her shot's going to be partially blocked. Rebound to Thomas. Shot up by the Lumberjacks, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Grangeville. So St. Mary's will keep possession with 9 seconds on the clock. Trying to get it inside to Bailey Martin in the low post on the left side. Deflected out of bounds again by Grangeville. Kieran Elliott looking to find somebody to get it to. Going to skip it in and pass it right to the Bulldogs. Again, you get panicked because of on that inbound play, you've got a limited time. The Bulldogs take it the other way, miss the three-pointer at the buzzer, and that's how we go into the first half after the first half of action. 48 for the Bulldogs, 2 for the Lumberjacks. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a look at your halftime numbers.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today. Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, is a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports. Country Meats offers retail meats as well as custom processing of your farm-raised animals. Country Meats has a retail shop in Harrison currently open on Saturdays, or stop by their main shop at 18500 South Lane Road in Cataldo. Check out Country Meats' website, countrymeatsid.com, and follow them on Facebook for updates on hours and special offers. That's Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, also proud supporters of the Benoit County Fair. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack!
If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, blocks, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Fall is coming and, of course, cold weather. Now's the time to stock up on a few things. XXX Feeds has magnetic wood pellets in stock, and it's never too early to be ready for the cold weather. XXX Feeds also has alfalfa in stock as well as straw. And if you have some four-legged woodland friends that look a little hungry, XXX Feeds can keep you loaded up on deer feed and deer blocks. Don't wait until the last minute. Stop by XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
It's halftime here at Lumberjack Gymnasium, and not the way the Lumberjack girls would have hoped to see this game go. At least, you at least want to be in the game. 48-2 is just a rough take for the Lumberjack girls in this one. And kind of like I mentioned in the pregame, this could be a game if St. Mary's can't handle the pressure from Grangeville's defense. They could have a 30 or 40 turnover game by the end of the game. Well, actually, my number was a little bit low on that. If it continues at the current trend, it could be a 60 turnover game for the Lumberjack girls tonight. They have 29 turnovers in the first half for the Lumberjack girls. The only score on the board for St. Mary's was Danica Sloper. Finally got 2 points on the board late in the, or middle way through the second period of play. Lumberjack girls shooting just 9% from the field in the contest. And it's basically all the defense from Grangeville. Grangeville, I mentioned, they have a very stout defense. They play very good defense, and they are showing it here tonight against St. Mary's. They have out-rebounded St. Mary's 20-11. The turnovers, 29 for St. Mary's, 8 for Grangeville. The Bulldogs, 9 assists. St. Mary's with no assists. Grangeville, half of their points have come off of those turnovers. They've got 22 points off of turnovers, and they have met their average number of steals already on the season. They met that in the first half. The Bulldogs with 20 steals in the first half, St. Mary's with 2. Fouling again, St. Mary's had 10 fouls in the first half. They had 9 in the first period, so only 1 in the second half. So they at least got the fouls calmed down in that in the first half. The Bulldogs committed 5 fouls in the first half. And not much really. I already said the leading scorer for St. Mary's is Danica Sloper with 2 points. For the Bulldogs, they have almost their whole roster finding pay dirt in the first half, all but 2 players, and I don't think those 2 players played. So Adelaide LaFay and Michaela Clement are the only 2 not to score. And leading scorer, Chris Barger with 11. 8 points for Addison Vanderwall, 7 points for Sienna Wagner, 7 points for Madeline Green, 5 points for Kinsley Adams, 3 points for Autumn Long, 3 points for Haley Told, and 2 points for Wilkinson. And the Bulldogs with 12 points off the bench in the first half of action. Again, like I said, I said it when we came into this broadcast that this is going to be a tough game for the Lumberjack girls, as we know from just the past history of Grangeville how tough of a defense they play, and that hasn't changed this year. So they are just as effective defensively as they are offensively, and the Bulldogs shot 47% from the field in the first half. They did struggle from the free throw line. They were 38% from the charity stripe. And as a team, they shoot around 67%. So if there's a bright side for the Lumberjacks, it's the fact that Grangeville hasn't cashed in on a lot of the free throws tonight. And like I said, only 8 turnovers for the Grangeville Bulldogs. we'll see what kind of adjustments are made and how the Lumberjacks do, see if they can turn this around a little bit in the second half, and we'll be back after a quick word from our sponsors. Can you hear me now? For people suffering from hearing loss, there is no humor in that statement. Let Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's help. With nearly a decade in the hearing healthcare industry, Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's is ready to help. From hearing evaluations to custom ear molds and everything in between, trust the professionals at Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's. Call them today to schedule a comprehensive hearing evaluation at 208-582-2600. That's 208-582-2600. Paradigm Hearing Center, shifting the future of hearing health.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
And we're back, getting ready to start the second half. And the one thing that I like to see in the face of adversity and in the way that this game has gone for the Lumberjack girls is, right now at least, a lot of smiles down there in their huddle. And right now they're just playing for, I mean, obviously, well, I don't know how to say it, but they're just going to go out there. Coach Holdall probably told them at the half, go out there, have some fun, and just, see what you guys can do. Learn some stuff. And this is a tough team. I mean, there's nothing you can say aside from the fact that this Grangeville team is good. They've been good for several years. And, most of us knew kind of what St. Mary's might have been in for with the Bulldogs coming to town. So St. Mary's has possession to start the second half. Into Sloper. Sloper, turnaround jumper in the paint. Can't get it to fall. Bulldogs coming back the other way. Bulldogs with some nice ball movement on the opposite end, and that shot's going to fall in for Autumn Long. Bulldogs pick up where they left off. Oh, I don't have the starters in for St. Mary's. Trying to see who that is that's not in for St. Mary's. Going to get a three-pointer on the way by Baird. That shot is off the mark. Rebound to the Bulldogs. So Timken is in. Coming the other way, the Bulldogs put it up and good. I believe that was Autumn Long once again. I think it's Bailey that's not in for the Lumberjacks to start this. St. Mary's looking into Elliott. Elliott tries to get it out to Sloper. Bulldogs able to steal it away. Grangeville coming the other way, and again, 6 points to start the second half for Autumn Long as she took another one down the other way and laid it up and good. 54-2, St. Mary's trails. Bringing it down is Elliott. Elliott looking to Sloper. Sloper loses the handle. Bulldogs come away with it. They feed it ahead. Wagner on the fast break. She's going to lay it up and good. And the Bulldogs off to an 8-0 run, an 8-0 start to the second half. Bringing it down is Elliott. St. Mary's slowly bringing it down. The Bulldogs not using any of that press anymore. I mean, they don't really need to. And then that time, Brenna Elliott gets bumped and has the ball come loose out of her hand, and she'll turn it over. And I'm trying to see who else came out for St. Mary's there. Oh, Thomas. Okay. So the Bulldogs have the ball up top, swinging it over to the left side. Bailey Martin almost with a steal. Shot is up and good. That's Chris Barger with the jumper from the short corner on the right side. Bulldogs picking up right where they left off, 58-2. Going to get another steal from the Bulldogs. Laying it up is Sienna Wagner. The shot is missed, but she will be fouled. The foul goes against, I think it was Timken down there, and it is. Timken picks up her first foul of the contest, puts Sienna Wagner to the free throw line for the first time, and that first free throw is going to fall through for her. Wilkinson checks in for the Bulldogs. Coming out is Long. Wagner is 67% on the season from the free throw line. Second free throw is up and no good. Rebound goes to nobody, but a foul on Grangeville. The foul goes against Vanderwall as she was trying to get the rebound. I'm not sure how the running clock works. I don't know if it starts in the third quarter or the fourth quarter. St. Mary's has the ball. Bailey Martin has it poked away from her. Bulldogs taking it the other way. Wagner has it. Over to the wing to Barger. Barger back to the right side to Vanderwall. Now looking into the low post. Back to Vanderwall. Vanderwall for three. No good. Rebound going to go out of bounds. Last touched by St. Mary's. So the rebound goes to Grangeville. Bulldogs to inbound. Got on the right wing. Down to the corner. Carissa Barger for three. And Carissa Barger's three is good. She's been on from outside. She's got 4 3-pointers on the evening. 62-2, St. Mary's trails. Timken working against Wagner. Almost had the ball taken away. Is able to get it ahead to Caldwell, but Caldwell gets the ball stolen away from her. Bulldogs with a shot. It was no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Another shot was up, no good. Another rebound. Then finally the Bulldogs put it up and in. I'm not sure who made that bucket for Grangeville. St. Mary's with the ball. In the wing, or in the corner. Going to get it to Caldwell. Caldwell going to be fouled on the shot, so it'll send her to the free throw line. And that foul goes against Wagner. That's her third. Rayleigh Caldwell to the charity stripe. First free throw is no good. Bulldogs sending some subs in. Second free throw on the way by Caldwell. Won't fall for her either. Rebound's going to go out of bounds off of Grangeville. So give St. Mary's the team rebound there. Lumberjack stack it up. Baseline, inbound to Sloper. Sloper spins. Shot is up. She leaves it short. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs the other way, into the hands of Bashaw. Bashaw to the top of the key. Swings it to the left side, now down to the corner. Driving is Told. Told swings it out to the wing to Bashaw. Bashaw on the right side, now back inside to Wilkinson. Wilkinson back out to the corner. Bashaw to the short corner. Now to the wing, up to the top of the key. Bulldogs working it back around the horn. Trying to penetrate is Barger. Kicks the ball out to the corner. Now back to Barger. Barger for the three from the left wing. Shot is no good. Ball is rebounded by the Bulldogs, but then Sloper gets a steal there and takes it away. Going to get a layup attempt by Martin, a little bit out of control there. She misses. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Grangeville in transition finds an open Dusty Bashaw coming down the right side of the lane, and she puts it up and good. Going to get a shot on the way. Bailey Martin for three, and it's up and good. I think there was an assist there somewhere. 66-5. Lumberjacks trail. Down to the corner. Right side for the Bulldogs. And that's going to come out of bounds off of the Bulldogs, so it'll be a turnover. Kinsley Adams lost that ball. Danica Sloper comes out. Maddie Thomas checks in. Inbound to Timken. Timken ahead to Martin. Cross court over to Caldwell. Caldwell is going to take the three. Short. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound to Grangeville. Grangeville quickly ahead. Looking underneath. And good defense by Thomas as she forces the Bulldog player, that is the number 22 of Haley Told, to the baseline. And she loses her footing, loses the dribble, and falls out of bounds. St. Mary's the other way. Timken to Martin. Martin looking for an outlet. Trying to skip it inside. Going to be a turnover. Bulldogs step in front of it. coming the other way, laid it up and no good, was Bashaw. Rebound, no, for the Bulldogs. They'll reset their offense. Going to get a three-pointer on the way. That one is off the mark. Offensive rebound again for the Bulldogs, though. They'll reset. Long two from the left side. It is no good. Rebound again for the Bulldogs. That was a long two on the last one, not a three, but that doesn't matter as much. Going to get a shot from Long as she drove baseline and puts it up and good. St. Mary's the other way, trails 68-5. Going to get a timeout taken by Coach Hodal as the girls get trapped, get down on the floor, and I'm not sure if it's a 30 or a full. It is a quick 30-second timeout for the Lumberjacks. 68-5, Lumberjacks trail. Here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Another thing I mentioned at the top of the broadcast was to not overlook the Bulldogs due to their record. I know it was only 2-3, but they still were. That's it's a losing record. It's under 500, but that was their early season games have been very tough opponents. So you can't base a whole lot off of that. Lumberjacks will inbound from sideline after the timeout. I think we don't have any subs in, so St. Mary's has it. Timken is almost going to have the ball taken away from her, and then a travel. She gets bumped and down to the ground. So turnover, St. Mary's. Bulldogs will inbound from side court. Minute 52 to go in the third. Bulldogs control. Long swings it to the left or the right wing, down into Wilkinson. And Wilkinson puts it up and good for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's coming the other way. Cross court over to Caldwell. Caldwell, three, high off the glass, no good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by the Bulldogs, so St. Mary's will have the benefit of a team rebound there. Inbound to Martin. Martin over the top to Thomas. Thomas, little head fake, shot up. It won't go. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs bring it the other way. Bashaw swings it down to the right wing. Now cutter into the lane. Ball comes loose. Going to get a turnover on Grangeville. St. Mary's bringing it quickly down the floor. Bailey Martin swings it over to Kieran Elliott. Elliott tries to get it in underneath, in between some defenders, and it's going to get deflected and turned over. Right wing for the Bulldogs. Haley Told now to the high post. Back out to Told. Told going to take that three. That's in and out for Haley Told. Rebound to Grangeville. Grangeville resets their offense. Going to get a shot from the left corner three-pointer. Won't go. Ball is loose. Going to be picked up by Caldwell for the rebound. 33 seconds on the clock. Bailey Martin for the three. Leaves that one short. Rebound to the Bulldogs. 23 seconds on the clock. Over to the left wing. Back to the top of the key. Now around to the right wing. Into the hands of Told. Back up top, and they swing it over to the left side again. Bulldogs just passing it around the horn right now, waiting for that final shot. Going to get it into Wilkinson, and she puts it up and good. And the third quarter comes to an end. St. Mary's trails 72-5. We'll be back with the fourth period.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has come a long way from the little shop on Railroad Avenue. How far? Not only did they upgrade their Railroad Avenue location, they added a second location. That second location for Whistle Stop Coffee and More is on 313 St. Joe River Road. Both locations offer tasty drinks of coffee, Red Bull, or Lotus Energy, and food options, from acai bowls to cookies and delicious bagel sandwiches. Whistle Stop Coffee and More is the perfect stop for a quick bite and a drink on your way to work or school. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary.
And we're back. Final period of action here for this first varsity game of the evening. The Lumberjack girls taking on the Grangeville Bulldogs. 72-5, St. Mary's trails. Probably a running clock all this quarter. Bulldogs have, it looks like their starters back in, kind of surprisingly. Bulldogs with the ball, looking into the paint. Going to get it into Green, and Green's shot going to roll in. St. Mary's coming back the other way. Turnover by St. Mary's. Elliott turned it over. Going the other way, we get a foul. I think there was no fouls on St. Mary's in that, or very few fouls in that third quarter for the Lumberjacks. That foul goes against Thomas. That puts the number 2 of Barger to the free throw line. That's the first free throw made by her tonight. She was 0 for 2 early on. Running clock going now. Both free throws are up and good for Barger. St. Mary's comes the other way. Elliott has the ball poked away from her. Grangeville is just relentless on their defense. I'm telling you, they lay that one up and in transition. And that was Barger. Just when you least expect it, they'll come up behind you and just poke that ball away, and you just don't even realize they were behind you. Elliott over to Baird. Baird in the lane. She's going to put the shot up. Ball is popped out. I'm kind of, well, not surprised. It was a good shot and a good defense by the Bulldogs. Foul against St. Mary's. That one goes against Sloper. Bulldogs the other way. That's Sloper's 4th foul. Vanderwall with it. Right wing, picks up her dribble. Cross-court pass. And what do we get there? A lane violation, I think, by Grangeville. A little bit too much time in the key. Brenna Elliott brings it down for St. Mary's. Going to try a cross-court, down-court pass, picked off by Vanderwall. And I think St. Mary's gets called for a foul the other way. Brenna Elliott with the foul. That's 3rd on Brenna. Puts Vanderwall to the free throw line. She missed her last 2 free throws. She has 2 for 4 tonight from the cherry stripe. That one's going to go in for her. Bailey Martin comes out. Kieran Elliott checks in. Second free throw on the way for the Bulldogs. That one is no good. We get a lane violation, though, by St. Mary's. Somebody crossed into the paint too early. So it'll give Vanderwall a second shot, second opportunity at the missed free throw. And she makes that one on the second opportunity at it. St. Mary's brings it down. They trail 80-5. Elliott to Baird. Baird trying to find some room. Getting to kick it out to Thomas. Gets through Thomas's hands. And Thomas, well, the Lumberjacks turn it over there. Bulldogs pass it across court. Get it over to the hands of Wagner. She'll bring it down. St. Mary's defense backs back up to their side of the court, to the defensive side of the court. Three-pointer on the way by Barger. First miss from three-point range. Bulldogs, though, with a rebound. But the Bulldogs stepped out of bounds, so a turnover on Grangeville. Wilkinson and Adams checking in for the Bulldogs. Coming out is Barger and Green. Bringing it down for the Lumberjacks is Elliott. Elliott works it across the timeline. Looking for a screen. Has the ball batted back at her. Grangeville with a steal. Three-pointer on the way. The other one's off the mark. Rebound chased down by Grangeville. Avery Baird's going to get in there and tie it up and get the jump ball call. Alternating possession will go to the Lumberjacks. Checking in is Camden Timken. Brenna Elliott comes out. Checking in for the Bulldogs, the 22 of Told. And Timken will bring it down for the Lumberjacks. Timken picks it up between the circles, looks for an outlet. Again, that Bulldog defense is there. They almost steal it away, but Timken able to get back to it. Baird has the ball on the left wing, trying to get some room from the defense. Now she picks up the dribble, looks to Sloper. Sloper's going to put it up and good from the post. Bulldogs quickly down the other way. Wilkinson has it. And they're going to get an offensive foul there. Maddie Thomas takes the charge as Wilkinson gets called for the foul. Lumberjacks need to get somebody down there to take the ball out. Baird flips it in to Timken. Timken will bring it down for St. Mary's. Timken almost loses it, gets it back, gets it to Thomas. Thomas has the pass deflected back at her. Ball again is tipped around. St. Mary's ends up with it. She tries to get it up to Thomas. Deflected out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Timken into Sloper. Sloper brings it all the way. Shot is up. I think it's tipped by the Bulldogs. Oh, wait. It's tipped by the Bulldogs, so it's an offensive rebound basically for the Lumberjacks. Bailey Martin comes in. Out is Thomas. Maddie Thomas looks to be a little shaken up as she's pointing to her back there, kind of like around that neck area, so they're going to get her out. And St. Mary's turns that one over on the inbound pass. Lumberjacks on defense. Bulldogs, right wing, looking to the post, high post, back out to the top. Clement with a three-pointer on the way. That is off the mark. Rebound is going to be saved back in to Bailey Martin. I'll give her the rebound. Bailey tries to feed it into Sloper, and it's going to be taken away. Bulldogs quickly to the way. Out to Clement. Clement into Told, and Told puts it up and good for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's the other way, into Sloper. And Sloper spins and puts the shot up and good. Gets the assist from Bailey Martin. 82-9, St. Mary's trails. Bulldogs have it, 7 seconds on the clock. Down inside, Bashaw puts the shot up and good, contested. And the clock will run out before the Lumberjacks can try to get it down and get another shot up. Tough game for the girls, 84-9 as they fall to the Grangeville Bulldogs here tonight. Let's take a quick rundown of the stats here in just a second, and then we'll take a break and get our stuff switched over to the Lumberjack boys stuff. So I'm going to take a quick break so I can add up the Grangeville stats.
Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's.
And we are back and taking a quick look at the numbers, which the score kind of says it all, honestly, 84-9 in favor of Grangeville. The Bulldogs shot 51% from the field tonight, St. Mary's 17%. And free throw shooting, Lumberjacks, I don't think, they went to the free throw line once and missed those 2 free throws. The Bulldogs, 50% from the free throw line, so they were below their average. But just a tough night for St. Mary's. Again, I talked about in the pregame, turnovers were going to make a difference, and defense of the Bulldogs was going to be probably what was really going to hurt the Lumberjacks big time tonight, and it was, forcing 45 turnovers, 28 steals for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs with 34 points off of turnovers. So it's just a very tough night for the girls against a very tough Grangeville Bulldog team. Leading scorer for St. Mary's tonight was Sloper with 6 points, 3 points for Bailey Martin. Down to the Bulldogs side of things, Chris Barger led the team with 22 total points, 11 points for Autumn Long, 10 points for Vanderwall, 10 points for Wagner, 9 points for Madeline Green, 6 points for Dusty Bashaw, 5 points for Kinsley Adams, 5 points for Haley Told, and 6 points for Wilkinson. That's going to wrap up our broadcast of the girls' game. Let's take a break so we can switch over our information into the boys' pregame show. So we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1 FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1 FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1 FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, well, well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24-plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tim Parrish back here as we now get set for the varsity boys action. Lumberjacks hosting the Grangeville Bulldogs. Taking a look at the 3A Central Idaho League boys standings. The Orfino Maniacs currently sitting up on top of those standings with a 1-0 league record, 2-2 in their overall record. They beat Grangeville 71-52 last week. They are hosting Priest River today. The Priest River Spartans are number 2 in the league right now with no league games played, but 4-0 overall. They beat Genesis Prep 52-45 on the 12th, and like I said a moment ago, they are at Orofino today. The Kellogg Wildcats 2-2 overall, no league games for them just yet. They beat Genesis Prep 62-47 on the 13th. They host Priest River on the 19th. St. Mary's 2-3 overall, first league action of the season for the boys tonight. They lost 60-33 to Bonners Ferry. They will be hosting Orofino on the 19th. The Grangeville Bulldogs 0-1 in league play, 1-3 overall. They lost to Orofino 71-52. After tonight, they will be at Nez Perce on the 16th. Taking a look at the power rankings and coaches poll and media polls. Starting with Idaho Sports Power Rankings, you've got Westside, Declo, Marcine, Ambrose, and Priest River in the top 5. Coaches poll, Soda Springs, and then tied for second, Ambrose, Westside, and Priest River, and St. Mary's down there at 5th in the coaches poll rankings. In the media poll rankings, you've got Westside, Ambrose, Declo, and North Fremont, the top 4, and tied for 5th, St. Mary's and Soda Springs. That's a look at the standings and the polls and power rankings. We'll take a quick break and be back with more.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Larry's Truck Repair and Sales in St. Mary's is a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales is actually much more than the name says. Not only are they a repair shop and sales center for your big rig needs, whether it's a log truck or a dump truck, Larry's Truck Repair and Sales can get you back on the road. Larry's Truck Repair also offers trucking, hit run rock, dirt work, asphalt paving, and steel coating. You could say Larry is a jack of all trades. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales located at 489 West Meadowhurst Road in St. Mary's. Give them a call at 208-582-0556. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Jack Sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Any adventure, any task, anytime. There's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Son Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, The Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Don Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course for safety and training information. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887.
Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. 9 minutes until the tip-off here for the Lumberjack boys hosting the Grangeville Bulldogs. St. Mary's lost 60-33 to the defending 3A state champs, the Bonners Ferry Badgers, in their last game. Now, I did say 3A, but the Badgers now, of course, are 4A. So 3A moved up to 4A, 4A moved up to 5A, 5A became 6A. So that is how things are separated out now. So St. Mary's now 3A, but the Badgers now 4A. So the Badgers are a very tough opponent. So it's not, can't take a ton away from that game for the boys, except for the fact that they did keep the Badgers have been averaging 80 points a game, and St. Mary's did keep the Badgers from hitting that 80-point mark. So that is probably one of the positives out of that last game for the Lumberjack boys. The Bonners Ferry Badgers are going to give any team fits that is probably any team at their classification or even below. They're going to be a tough team because their starting lineup is 6'2", all the way up to like 6'4", 6'5". So that's all the way across the board, all 5 of their players. So that makes a very tough and imposing challenge for any team facing the Badgers. Now, looking down here at the Grangeville Bulldogs, they aren't small by any means, not necessarily height-wise, but they are also big-bodied as well. So the St. Mary's had a hard time driving the ball in against Bonners Ferry last week. St. Mary's shot just 25% from the field, 28% from three-point range, and 50% from the free-throw line. St. Mary's is going to want to reverse their last 3 games. They are on a 3-game losing streak right now, so the boys want to get a win here tonight, and an important win against the league opponent. The last 3 teams for St. Mary's have been tough teams and larger teams. So you got Walla Walla, who's equivalent to a 6A school, and then you got 5A Moscow and 4A Bonners Ferry. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, if you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
And we're back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. It is Tim Parrish on the call. It's the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as the boys set to host the Grangeville Bulldogs. Taking a look at the opponent preview, first thing to look at is the Lumberjacks and the head-to-head matchup against Grangeville. Since St. Mary's has been, actually no, this is since Coach Chase has been at the helm for the Lumberjacks. The Lumberjacks are 27-4 overall against Grangeville. In district tournament play, St. Mary's is 10-1 against the Bulldogs. And in overall league play, this is against all the teams in our league, current and going all the way back to the beginning of Coach Chase's tenure. The Lumberjacks are 54-5. They've only lost 5 league games over the last 10 years. So that's a pretty good record, but it's also a pretty good bullseye and really makes those league opponents work harder and harder to beat you, possibly than working that hard to beat some of the other teams, just because you've been so dominant in the league and over the last several years. So St. Mary's is always that team, has always been, just not always, but has been that team to beat for the last 10 years. Last year, I think St. Mary's was not really dubbed as the team to beat because they had lost quite a bit of their talent. And it was just unknown with the new guys and the young roster coming in. But St. Mary's kind of proved themselves last year. You know, they lost 1 league game last year, still made it to state. We're still district champions. We're still league champions. So they kind of proved it last year that they're still that team to beat. But this year, again, it's kind of a up-in-the-air type of league. The Bulldogs last year were 5-13. They were 3-5 in conference play. This year, they are 1-3 overall and 0-1 in league play. They are coached by Sean Walter, his second season with the Bulldogs. Last year, the Bulldogs averaged 47 points per game while allowing 59 points per game. So far this year, they're allowing 60 points per game and scoring 35 points per game. Key senior that lost to graduation last year, Sam Lindsley. A couple of players to watch returning this year, Tate Schumacher and Tate Thacker. Last year, the Bulldogs lost to St. Mary's 55-38 and 57-45. And it's a young squad for the Bulldogs, so that's something that they've got to look forward to, honestly. They can build on that. They've got 3 seniors and 9 sophomores. There was no juniors and no freshmen or anything else on their roster. So a lot to build with for these Grangeville Bulldogs. They are very young, and they've got a little bit of height there, though. They do have a little bit of a height advantage, maybe a little bit of a height advantage over St. Mary's. I've got to see if I can find the roster for the Grangeville Bulldogs boys and see what their height was looking at here. So they've got 6'2", 6'1", 6'3", 6'3", 6'3", 6'1", 6'2", 6'1", 6'1". So they've got some pretty decent height on their team, and most of those guys are the younger players. So at this point, well, I don't know how good those younger guys are, but for the future, that is definitely boding well for the Grangeville Bulldogs to have that kind of height consistently across their roster for the upcoming years. Because St. Mary's is not necessarily shrinking, but St. Mary's has lost some of their height this year. But that's been the countdown to tip-off, brought to you by Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union. And we're getting ready for the starting lineups here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. I'm trying to see who, if I can tell. Looks like it's our same starting 5 for the Lumberjacks. And we'll get the starters for the Bulldogs for you. The first starter is the number 1. He's a 6'2" sophomore post, Carson Astley. Then you've got the number 2, who's a sophomore, 6'1", Tate Schumacher. And another sophomore starter, 6'3" forward, number 3, Tate Thacker. Then down to number 14, 5'9" sophomore guard, Troy Long. And another sophomore, and he's 6'2", number 15 forward, Gage Smith. So the Bulldogs have 3 seniors on their roster, but a starting lineup of sophomores. And now the starting lineup for the Lumberjacks, it will be the number 3 of your 5'9" guard, junior guard, Jack Barta. It's the 6'2 junior guard, number 4, J.J. Yearout. Then you got the junior guard, number 5, 6'2, Isaiah Gustav. The senior post, number 22, 6'3", Hayden DeFort. And then another senior, 6'7 post, number 44, Trenton Ribrick. Lumberjacks are coached by Brian Chase. And we are ready to get this thing going. St. Mary's will be going left to right. The Bulldogs in their blue and white jerseys, mostly blue solid colors, and the Lumberjacks in their white and green. It'll be J.J. Yearout in the midcourt circle. He'll be jumping up against Tate Thacker. So you don't take your 6'7 center and put him in the midcourt circle. You let J.J. Yearout go out there. And that's because Tate Thacker and J.J. are actually fairly comparable in height. 6'3", 6'2". Looks like we're ready to go. The official steps to the midcourt circle. The ball is up. And the opening tip controlled by the Bulldogs. Grangeville brings it across the timeline, controlled by Troy Long. He's going to work it up top, picks up his dribble, swings it to the left side, down to Thacker. Thacker looking inside. The ball is going to be turned over by the Bulldogs. Not really a steal. They're going to find Gustav coming down the left side. He gets down to the short corner, kicks it back out. They get it to Ribrick, now back out to Barda. Barda, top of the key. He's going to drive into the lane, kicked it to the short corner. And it's going to be Hayden DeFort, missing the short corner shot, but a rebound to Gustav. And I think it's going to be Barda losing that ball out of bounds. So it'll be, I guess, a turnover on St. Mary's. Bulldogs bringing it down. Lumberjacks putting some good pressure on in the backcourt. Little skip pass up to the top of the key. Into the hands of Long. St. Mary's backs into their defense. Looks to be a 2-3 zone. Looking into the low post. Shot up. No good. Bulldogs with the rebound. Putback is up and no good. Bulldogs with another missed shot and a rebound and a foul against the Lumberjacks. Trenton Ribrick seems to always be the one to pick up the first foul for St. Mary's. The ball is inbounded. Up to the wing on the left side for the Bulldogs. Barda almost gets a steal. Bulldogs keep the possession. Thacker with it. Thacker trying to skip it inside to Carson Astley, and it'll be a turnover on the Bulldogs. 6:49 to go. First period, no score. J.J. Yearout controls it. Some backcourt pressure from the Bulldogs. Yearout almost loses the ball. Trapped on the sideline. Going to get a timeout taken by Coach Chase. Got to conserve that possession. The Bulldogs getting that trap down there on the sideline. And I'm sure it's a quick 30-second timeout. So far, not a whole lot of going score-wise as both teams feel each other out a little bit, testing the waters and seeing what each team is going to do here early on. Not quite 2 minutes in. Neither team has scored yet. 6.5 to go, first period. St. Mary's breaks the huddle. Bulldogs break the huddle. St. Mary's will inbound side court over on the Lumberjack side of the bleachers. J.J. Yearout will trigger it into the backcourt to Barda. Some pressure from the Bulldogs. Look to be in a man defense right now. Barda gets it across the timeline, works to the right side. Bulldogs playing an in-your-face defense. Troy Long has it. That ball is going to be deflected into the backcourt. Nope, it's not going to be deflected. It's going to be called and over and back by St. Mary's. I think JJ knew it was coming, but the Bulldogs weren't going to grab the ball either. They wanted to make St. Mary's turn it over. 6.5 to go. No score in the first period. Bulldogs inbound. Right wing. Kind of in the corner. Up to the top now to Long. Long working against Barda. Swings over to the left side. Oh, J.J. Yearout deflects that. J.J. almost picked it off, but that ball bounces off his thigh and goes out of bounds. Good defense by J.J. Yearout. Bulldogs will inbound. Left wing. Going to get it back right to Thacker. Thacker hands it off into the corner to Smith. Smith drives. Feeds it underneath into the post. Shot is blocked by DeFort. Bulldogs with the rebound, though. Bulldogs will reset. Only 8 seconds on the shot clock, though. 6, 5, 4, 3. Bulldogs now looking up at the shot clock, and that'll be a turnover on Grangeville. They got it into the hands of Tate Thacker. Nobody from the Bulldogs side, I don't think, was telling him to look at the shot clock, and he just was looking down the whole time. 5:47 to go. Still no score. First period. St. Mary's has it in the backcourt. Lumberjacks facing some backcourt pressure by Grangeville. They get it to Year Out on the right side. Year Out takes it to the wing. He's going to get left alone. Give him that three, but it's long. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. Ball will go over to the Bulldogs. Now I think that shot, that may have been too much of an open look for JJ. St. Mary's putting some backcourt pressure on now. Grangeville brings it across. Troy Long working on the right side. Going to skip past it over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker guarded. Going to get a steal by Barta. Barta to Year Out. Year Out lays it up and good. Going to get a steal by Gustav now. Gustav into the lane, splits a couple of defenders, shot rolls out. Rebound went to DeFort. DeFort's putback was no good. Gustav rebound and a foul on the Bulldogs. That foul goes against Shoemaker. Puts Gustav to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Gustav, 50% free throw shooter. And he airmails that first free throw. Second free throw. Well, everybody's stepping across the line there, and I think it's, Trenton Ribrick leaned a little bit too far in, fell across the line. The Bulldog player stepped across the line too, but that was already an infraction by St. Mary's. 2-0, St. Mary's leads. Bulldogs have the ball. Troy Long has it up top, loses the handle for a second, knocked away by Year Out. Still working up top. Swings over to the wing right side. Now to the high post to Gage Smith. Back out to the corner. Three on the way by Shoemaker. That shot is off the mark. Trying to go up and get the rebound was Hayden DeFort, and he misjudged where that ball was going and bounced it off of his cheek almost. It goes out of bounds. It'll be basically an offensive rebound for the Bulldogs. Into the corner. Short corner for Thacker. Thacker's shot is up and good. I believe that was a 2. Going to get it down to DeFort. DeFort's going to put it up and good. I didn't see who had the assist for the Lumberjacks. Shot up by the Bulldogs the other way. It's no good. Hayden DeFort goes up for the rebound. He pulls it in. They're going to feed it ahead. DeFort to Gustav. Gustav puts it up and good. 4-point lead for St. Mary's, 6-2. Lumberjacks putting some pressure on again. Bulldogs have it across the timeline on the right side. Thought about a 3. Defense was there. Couldn't get it up. Going to get it over to Thacker. Back into the lane. Shot up. Gage Smith puts it up and good for the Bulldogs. 6-4. St. Mary's with the ball now. Going to look inside. Nice look to Gustav. Gustav's shot won't fall in for him. Fighting for that rebound is going to be St. Mary's, but the Bulldogs able to come down with it. Landon Ribrick checks in. Jackson Harold checks in. I think that was the only subs made for St. Mary's. 6-4, Lumberjacks with a lead. Lumberjacks almost get a steal there. Bulldogs able to take that pressure and get it across the timeline. Going to drive. Shot up, no good. Rebounded to DeFort. St. Mary's the other way. Nice little look, no-look pass trying to get into Ribrick. Ribrick couldn't handle it. Turnover St. Mary's. That was a great look as J.J. Year Out tried to dish it to Ribrick on the left side of the low post. Bulldogs breaking that Lumberjack pressure. Good movement by them. Going to have the layup the other way. Going to be Tate Shoemaker tying things up for the Bulldogs. 6-6 tie ball game. Barta to Jackson Harold. Harold for three, off the mark. St. Mary's had a chance at the rebound, couldn't pull it in. Coming the other way, shot up and good by Troy Long, and the Bulldogs take the lead. And do we have a foul? That's something. A foul on the Bulldogs. Shoemaker picks up foul number 2. Hayden DeFort's going to come out. Brock Barta checks in. Going in for the Bulldogs. I'm not sure who went in for the Bulldogs. There we go. Number 11 checks in for the Bulldogs. That is Sean Chahal. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that name correctly. St. Mary's with the ball. Brock Barta had a look at an open three, decided not to take it. Gives it to Year out to the short corner to Landon Ribrick. His shot is missed. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Grangeville coming the other way. That ball tipped around and almost taken by Year out again. That ball goes out of bounds. (8-6) Bulldogs lead early or midway through the first period. Bulldogs have the ball. Shoemaker for three. That shot is off the mark. Ball is tipped back up. Putback was missed by the Bulldogs. Another offensive board for Grangeville, and now we get bodies hitting the floor, and we're going to get a foul call. That's going to go against JJ. Gustav's going to come in. Landon Ribrick's going to come out. Bulldogs will inbound. Lumberjacks with 2 fouls. Brock Barta almost with a steal, and then he does get the steal. And then a foul against Grangeville, I believe. I don't have my lineup in there properly. Trying to see who. The foul went against number 15, that's Smith. I think that was Brock Barta with a missed 3. Rebound to the Bulldogs, and then St. Mary's takes the charge the other way. Jack Barta takes the charge. That foul goes against Troy Long. St. Mary's will bring it the other way, still trailing. 8-6. Jack Barta with the ball. Over to JJ. JJ working on the left side for the Lumberjacks. He's going to drive baseline, pulls up from the short corner, leaves that shot short. Rebound was to Jackson Harold. Jackson is going to be fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. That foul goes against Tate Thacker. Jackson Harold to the free throw line. I don't think I haven't seen him to the free throw line yet this season, and Jackson makes the first free throw. JJ's going to come back out. Landon Ribrick goes in. Jackson, chance to tie it here with 1:34 to go in the first period. And he will do just that. 8-all. Bulldogs with the ball. St. Mary's going to get the steal. I think Barta actually got that steal. He got it knocked loose. Jackson Harold picked it up. Bulldogs deflect the pass down the other way out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Mary's. Lumberjacks will inbound from baseline. And we're getting a towel. The ball got into some water or something. Maybe it went in the trash can. I'm not sure. They want to get that thing cleaned up some. They get the ball cleaned up. Everybody's kind of giggling about it. St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. Jack Barta triggers it into Gustav. Gustav to Brock, now to Jack. Jack for 3 from the corner. It's no good, but he'll be fouled. Jack Barta will go to the free throw line. The foul goes against Gage Smith. That's his second foul. Jack Barta at the free throw line, 67% on the season from the charity stripe. Makes the first one. Second lead change. Lumberjacks take the lead 9-8. Second free throw on the way. That one's good as well. McCoy Stamper to check in for the Bulldogs. He'll replace Gage Smith. Final free throw on the way. And that one's good as well. 11-8, St. Mary's leads. Bulldogs trying to get through the pressure, but turn the ball over with a steal from Jackson Harold. Barta missed the layup. Bulldogs with a rebound. A bad throw by Grangeville down the other way. It'll be a turnover as it ends up in Landon Ribrick's hand. The Bulldogs tied up, but the jump ball possession will stay with St. Mary's. Jack Barta comes out, gets a breather. J.J. Year out, checking back into the game. St. Mary's leads 11-8, minute 05 to go in the first period. J.J. controls it for St. Mary's, working on the right side. Wing, gonna get around his defender, blows past him, but leaves the layup short. And J.J. gets called for a foul, going for the rebound. Second foul on J.J. And Hayden DeFort's going to go in. They're going to pull J.J. real quick. J.J. with 2 fouls. Bulldogs inbound. St. Mary's again with that backcourt pressure. Grangeville gets it across the timeline this time, but ripping it away. They're going to call the jump ball first. They are. Jackson ties it up. Couldn't get the ball ripped out of the hands of the Bulldog player in time, I think. Coach Chase wanted to get some explanation on the foul on JJ on the other end a moment ago. Bulldogs inbound. Have it on the wing, left side. Up to the top is Told. Now he hands it off to Thacker. Thacker feeds it over inside to Stamper. Ball is loose. Bulldogs come away with it. Shot on the way by Troy Long. That's going to bounce, rattle in and out. Ball is loose, and it's a foul. Lumberjacks are going to get a foul called on them, and I think this one goes against, that's going to go against Landon Ribrick. That is his first. 4th team foul for St. Mary's. I have the Bulldogs with 6 already. 30 seconds on the clock. 11-8, St. Mary's leads. Bulldogs inbound. Grangeville couldn't hold on to that pass cleanly inside. Shot is up. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. A bad pass by the Bulldogs. Stolen by Ribrick. Layup missed by Barta. Bulldogs with the rebound. They're going to bring it the other way. 9 seconds on the clock. 3-pointer on the way. That shot is no good. Offensive rebound for Grangeville. Another shot on the way. It is no good. Rebound goes to DeFort, but the first period comes to an end. 11-8, St. Mary's leads the Bulldogs. We'll be back.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back. Coach Chase having a animated conversation with his 5 guys down there getting ready to come in for the second period of play. Not quite happy with the first period of action from his guys. Looks like, get my lineup straightened out here. As on the floor for St. Mary's, Jack Barta, Isaiah Gustav, Brock Barta, Hayden DeFort, Trenton Ribrick. St. Mary's will start with the first possession of the second period. And it'll be Brock Barta controlling it. Lumberjacks lead 11-8. Brock's going to drive, kicks it to the corner to Gustav, but deflected by the Bulldogs out of bounds. Trying to get that open look for Gustav out in the corner. Bulldogs using some of their length there to get that ball deflected. Lumberjacks will inbound. Brock, or Jack to Brock, back to Jack. Jack just up to the elbow, or just at the blocks. Shot is no good. DeFort with the rebound. And DeFort is going to put it back up and good for the Lumberjacks. Nice little pump fake by DeFort. 5-point lead, largest lead of the game for St. Mary's. 3-point shot on the way from the Bulldogs. It is no good. Aiden DeFort with the rebound. Going to get it to Brock Barta. Brock kicks it out to the corner to Gustav on the right. Gustav picks up his dribble, backs the ball back out to Jack. They'll reset the offense. Jack looking for his screen. Works his way to the left side. Kicks it to Brock Barta on the wing. Back to Jack. Jack's going to trigger the three off the mark. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Bring it down for Grangeville is Thacker. Thacker working the left side, guarded by DeFort. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. Bulldogs will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Aiden DeFort with foul number 1. I, for some reason, thought he already had one on him. It'll put Tate Thacker to the charity stripe for the first time tonight for Grangeville. St. Mary's leads at 13-8. First free throw is up and good. Make it 13-9. Second free throw, good as well. 13-10, St. Mary's leads. Jack Barta controls it for the Lumberjacks. He's going to work his way to the right side. Kicks it back to the top to Brock. Brock tries to penetrate, gets stood up, keeps his dribble though, backs it back out. Now to Jack. Jack calling for a screen. He's going to bring, Jack Barta is going to drive. Jack is going to be fouled. Will Told with the foul. Puts Jack Barta to the free throw line. 3 for 3 tonight from the charity stripe. First free throw. It pops off the back of the rim onto the front of the rim and then just rolls out. Second free throw on the way for Jack. Nice touch. That one's going to bounce on the front of the rim, bounce off the glass, and fall through. 14-10, St. Mary's with the lead. Lumberjacks again, that backcourt pressure. Bulldogs trying to get it across the timeline. They do. Down to the short, just inside the wing. Shot is up, no good. Gustav with the rebound for St. Mary's. Brock Barta is going to get left alone for a three. That's off the back iron. It won't go in. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs quickly bringing it the other way. Cross-court pass over to Thacker. Thacker up top, hands it back off to Long. Troy Long between the circles, guarded by Brock. Brock seen that ball get kind of loose there, and then but still probably shouldn't have charged the ball like he did there. He'll get called for the foul. Kaysen Sexton going to come in for the Lumberjacks. Kaysen will replace Brock Barta. Gage Smith replaces Stamper for the Bulldogs. Second team foul on St. Mary's in the second quarter. Bulldogs get the ball in to Smith. Now up to Long. Long will control it. Swings it over to the left wing to Told. Told has Brock Barta or Jack Barta all over him, and then the Bulldogs turn it over. They tried to get the pass over to Thacker. Thacker couldn't quite handle it, and it's going to bounce out of bounds off of Thacker. Jack Barta will control it for the Lumberjacks. He has it up near the midcourt circle. Swings over to Sexton. Sexton on the left side. Sexton's going to drive around his defender. Lays it up too hard off the glass. That was a nice move by Sexton. Just put a little bit too much on it. Bulldogs quickly the other way. Smith to Long. Long backs the ball back out. He's surveying. He's going to take it to the right side. Lays it up. Rolls off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound to Barta. St. Mary's, though, turns it over the other way. I didn't see who turned that ball over. Bulldogs are going to turn it back over. That one was close. I almost thought Jack might have hit that as it was coming out of bounds. But they're going to give the ball to the Lumberjacks. Gustav will go out. Jackson Harold checks in. Still 14-10. Low scoring first quarter of play, really. Bulldogs have scored 2 in the second quarter. St. Mary's has scored 2 in the second quarter. 3 minutes gone. Jack Barta is going to go ahead and test the waters. He's going to drive. He'll be fouled. That foul goes against Will Told, his second. And Barta's been doing a good job of getting the foul calls in his favor, driving the line, driving from that right baseline. First free throw on the way. That one's good. That one was more of a line drive shot. It hit the front of the rim and then rolled over. Back to a 5-point lead for St. Mary's. Second free throw on the way. That one pops in and out. Rebound to DeFort. St. Mary's will reset, but then DeFort, I think, turned it over. Then he gets the ball to the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Told. It won't go in. Aiden DeFort with the rebound. Sexton has it left side, out to Jack Barta on the wing. Jack gets the screen. He's going to shoot from three-point range straight away. That shot is off the mark, and the Lumberjacks not being able to get anything to hit from three-point range. Kean Garcia getting set to come in for St. Mary's, as is Landon Ribrick. The Bulldogs up top with the ball. Long. Flips it over to the wing on the right side to Told. Told guarded by Barta, and let's say Landon Ribrick gets called with a foul there. Or Trenton Ribrick, I should say. Kean Garcia in. Landon Ribrick in. Going out is Jack Barta and Trenton Ribrick. Bulldogs inbound baseline. Corner, three on the way. It is Long. Rebound to the Bulldogs. And another foul. That foul looks like it's going against Jackson Harold. His first. Puts Thacker to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw. That one in and out. And I'll give Aiden DeFort the rebound and a foul on Grangeville. The foul goes against Carson Astley. Third foul on the Bulldogs here in the second period. 4:13 to go. Kean Garcia controls it for the Lumberjacks. 15-11. Going to get a deep three from Kason Sexton. It's off the mark. DeFort with the rebound. Ball is loose. Out to Garcia. Garcia over to Harold. Harold to Sexton. Sexton back out to Harold. Harold's going to drive. Whips it to DeFort. DeFort goes up, has the ball stripped out of his hand, blocked by the Bulldogs. They'll get the rebound. Bulldogs have the ball up near the midcourt circle. 15-11. St. Mary's with a 4-point lead. Low-scoring second period. Ball into the hands of Thacker. Thacker under the key. Going to get the shot up by the number 1 of Astley. His shot's going to go out of bounds. Bulldogs do a good job of saving it back in. St. Mary's is going to watch it go out, but they didn't block it to where nobody could go for it. Bulldogs with a 3. Rebound. Ooh, that was right. Bulldogs with the 3. They get the rebound and a foul against St. Mary's. Jackson Harold picks up foul number 2. 5th foul on the Lumberjacks. It'll send Carson Astley to the free throw line. Pretty sure we've got Brock Barta going to check in for Harold. Free throw is no good. Harold comes out. 5th foul on St. Mary's. 3:19 to go in the second period. The Bulldogs have 3 fouls. Second free throw on the way. That one is going to rattle home. And a timeout going to be taken by Grangeville. It's a full timeout. 3:19 to go in the half. 15-12, St. Mary's leads. We'll be back.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawash, Shown, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today. We are back in a tight ball game, 15-12. St. Mary's leads the Bulldogs with 3:12 to go in the second quarter. St. Mary's with the ball. And the Lumberjacks will bring it down. Kean Garcia controls it for the Jacks. He's going to work at the midcourt circle. Working against Long. Swings over to Brock Barta. Over to Sexton. Sexton back to... No, Sexton making a bad decision there and turns the ball over. He had the one pass off of a Grangeville defender, almost had the ball back and tried to pass it out again right to a Bulldog defender. Grangeville with the ball. Long's going to drive. He's going to get stood up by Sexton. Bulldogs with the rebound. Well, I'm not going to really call it a shot. Sexton just had some good defense there. Bulldogs back the ball back out. 13 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul there. Brock Barta going to send the Bulldogs to the free throw line. Second foul on Brock. Sends the number 14 of Troy Long to the charity stripe. A couple of Lumberjacks getting ready to come in. Gustav and I believe Jack Barta. Free throw is up and good by Troy Long. Sexton comes out. Barta comes out. Gustav goes in. Jack Barta goes in. Gage Smith comes out for the Bulldogs. Stamper back in. Long second free throw on the way. Makes both of them. Cuts it down to a 1-point lead, 15-14. St. Mary's bringing the ball back. Jack Barta controls it. Flips it to Gustav. Gustav over to Jack. Jack directing traffic. Skip pass to Gustav. Gustav still working left side. Back to the right side. Bulldogs look to be in a zone. Going to get it to Ribrick in the corner. Now cross court to Jack. Three-pointer on the way by Garcia. It's up and good. Kean Garcia with the three. 18-14. The assist went to Jack Barta. Lumberjacks gets the steal. Gustav to Jack. Jack puts it up and good. 20-14. Lumberjacks quickly extended to a 6-point lead. Largest lead that they've had. Going to get a pass across the timeline into the hands of Long. Down into the paint. Now out to the wing. Three-pointer on the way by Told. It won't fall in. Rebound to the Bulldogs, though. Bulldogs will reset their offense. Three-pointer again on the way. No good. Rebound kicked around, and the Bulldogs come up with it again. Bulldogs have it at the free throw line. Now out to the right wing. Gustav is going to get... Well, I thought Gustav lost his footing, honestly, and fell down, and the Bulldog player tripped over him. I thought Gustav was going to get called for that foul. Instead, they say that he took a charge, and that is Sean. No, not Sean. That's the number 12, Will Told's third foul. Lumberjacks with the ball. Jack Barta to Gustav. Gustav to the corner to Garcia. Garcia for three. That one won't fall in for him. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Grangeville coming back the other way. Wide open in the corner. Going to get a shot deflected, but they're going to call a foul against Landon Ribrick. Ribrick goes up to try to block that shot. It thought it was clean because the whistle didn't come until after the shot missed. I think the ref was waiting to see if it was going to make it or not, because then he'd blow the whistle and it'd be a one-shot free throw. Anyways, it sends the 12 of William Told to the free throw line for the first time. Bulldogs shooting pretty good from the charity stripe tonight. They've only missed 2. So they're 7 out of 9 from the free throw line tonight. They missed the second free throw. Gustav gets the rebound for the Lumberjacks. And that ball is going to be deflected out of bounds by Grangeville. St. Mary's will inbound with 47 ticks on the clock. Jack Barta into DeFort. Now to Bribrick. Over to Kian. Now to Barta. Barta for 3. His 3 is short. Lumberjacks really trying to get those 3-point buckets tonight, but it's just not working out for them. Going to get a steal almost by DeFort. I'll call it a deflection. Coming the other way, a travel on Grangeville. St. Mary's almost had, I think, another charge take there, but the travel came before. 31 seconds on the clock. Up to Ribrick, back over to Barta. Barta quickly up the middle, drives. He's going to just put the shot up kind of wildly on that one. The shot is no good. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And the foul goes against Gustav. It's Gustav's first. Loose ball foul, so it'll be free throws coming for the Bulldogs. Now, it was just plain hustle, really. I mean, Gustav didn't want the foul. Coach Chase didn't want the foul, but that was just 2 guys hustling to try to get to that ball, and Gustav ended up in the worst position for it. Carson Astley, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, goes to the charity stripe for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's leads 20-15 with 22 seconds on the clock. First free throw is good. Most of the Bulldogs' points in this game has come from the free throw line, so St. Mary's has given Grangeville way too many free opportunities. They only have 8 points from the field. Everything else is from the free throw line as Astley makes both free throws. 20-17, St. Mary's lead. Over to Jack Barta, left side to the corner. Going to get a 3 on the way by Gustav. And the Lumberjacks just loving to take the threes right now. The Bulldogs with the rebound. And the Bulldogs going to bring it down. Shot up and good by Told. Barta, I think, trying to kind of sell a little bit of a charge there. Isn't going to get the call. A heave that looked on target but short from Kian Garcia at the half. And it's a 20-19 ball game going into the halftime. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some halftime statistics.
Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, is a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports. Country Meats offers retail meats as well as custom processing of your farm-raised animals. Country Meats has a retail shop in Harrison currently open on Saturdays, or stop by their main shop at 18500 South Lane Road in Cataldo. Check out Country Meats' website, countrymeatsid.com, and follow them on Facebook for updates on hours and special offers. That's Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, also proud supporters of the Benoit County Fair.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack!
If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, blocks, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Fall is coming and, of course, cold weather. Now's the time to stock up on a few things. XXX Feeds has magnetic wood pellets in stock, and it's never too early to be ready for the cold weather. XXX Feeds also has alfalfa in stock as well as straw. And if you have some four-legged woodland friends that look a little hungry, XXX Feeds can keep you loaded up on deer feed and deer blocks. Don't wait until the last minute. Stop by XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Can you hear me now? For people suffering from hearing loss, there is no humor in that statement. Let Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's help. With nearly a decade in the hearing healthcare industry, Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's is ready to help. From hearing evaluations to custom ear molds and everything in between, trust the professionals at Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's. Call them today to schedule a comprehensive hearing evaluation at 208-582-2600. That's 208-582-2600. Paradigm Hearing Center, shifting the future of hearing health. And we are back, and tight ball game here, 20-19 at the end of the first half. St. Mary's leads by 1. 3 ties, 2 lead changes in the first half of action. St. Mary's outscored 11-9 in the second period. The Bulldogs have 19 points, 9 of those from the free throw line. So St. Mary's letting the Bulldogs get 9 free points in the first half from the charity stripe, as the Bulldogs made 9 of 12 from the free throw line in the first half and shot 75% from the free throw line. Bulldogs from 2-point range, 33%. 19% overall for their field goal percentage. The Bulldogs 0 for 11 from 3-point range. St. Mary's not doing much better. Lumberjacks 1 of 11 from outside. So rough 3-point shooting for both teams in the first half. St. Mary's shot 28% from 2-point range, 21% from the field, 70% from the charity stripe for the Lumberjacks. Rebounding, Bulldogs have out-rebounded St. Mary's 27-16 in the first half. 5 assists for St. Mary's, 2 assists for the Bulldogs. Steals, St. Mary's with 7, no steals for Grangeville. And turnovers, 14 for the Bulldogs, 6 for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's is not taking advantage of those turnovers, though. St. Mary's with just 4 points off of turnovers. The Bulldogs have 2 points off of the Lumberjacks' 6 turnovers. And let's see, what else here do we got? Assist-wise, St. Mary's with 5, Grangeville with 2. And that's pretty much the most important stats. Fouls, 12 for the Bulldogs, or 12 for the Lumberjacks in the first half, 10 for St. Mary's. Bulldogs have, Will Told has 3 fouls, and then Gage Smith has 2, and Schumacher have 2, and then several other guys have 1 apiece, but nobody in too dire straits for Grangeville. St. Mary's, I think, has nobody with 3 fouls. Yearout has 2. Yearout, I don't think, played much in the second period at all. I don't know if Coach Chase was making sure he didn't pick up a 3rd foul. Give him a little bit of a break because he was off a little bit off his game. We'll see how J.J. Yearout comes out in the second. But 2 fouls for both Ribricks, 2 fouls for Harold, and 2 fouls for Barta. Grangeville has 6 guys scoring in the first half. They have 5 points to Tate Thacker, 4 points to Troy Long, 3 points to Carson Astley, 3 points to Will Told, and then 2 points for Tate Shoemaker and 2 points for Gage Smith. For the Lumberjacks individually, 7 points for Jack Barta,
4 points for DeFort, 3 points for Garcia, 2 points for Gustav, 2 points for Harold, and 2 points for Year Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Lumberjacks scoring, and 5 points off the bench for St. Mary's. Second half, Lumberjacks need to, if the Bulldogs, if they can force turnovers like they did in the first half, St. Mary's needs to take advantage of those turnovers and get some points off of them. And also, they can't keep putting the Bulldogs to the free throw line because that has really kept the Bulldogs right up in this game. Like I said, this would be a 20-10 game had St. Mary's not put the Bulldogs to the free throw line so many times, and they scored 9 points off of those trips to the free throw. Now, you can't say that they wouldn't ever go to the free throw line in that first half, but it's been kind of a rough one there. But St. Mary's has gone to the free throw line 10 times, so it's almost even. Both teams probably wanting to not put either team to the free throw line in the second half, obviously. Oh, what else? St. Mary's needs to start shooting a little bit better as well, as 21% isn't going to do it. I'm sure Coach Chase is letting them know about that. And three-pointers, I don't know why they took 11 three-pointers in the first half. They hadn't been able to find the mark yet from downtown. But they've obviously, I think, had the green light to take them, but we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do in the second half. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the second half of action. Lumberjacks and Bulldogs here in St. Mary's.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
And we're back, getting ready to start the second half. Teams will switch directions that they will be going, of course. St. Mary's will be going right to left now, and the Bulldogs left to right. St. Mary's, I'm pretty sure it'll be the starting five back in. J.J. Yearout back into action. Be good to see J.J. get going. Right now, the guy who's having the best game, even though he hasn't necessarily got the most points for the team, is Hayden DeFort. I forgot to see how many rebounds he had, but he was really getting a lot of boards in that first half. Had a couple of good looks at shots, too, just couldn't get them to fall. Kind of been the story of the Lumberjacks in the first quarter. Their first half of play, I should say. And the possession arrow will favor Grangeville to start the second period, the second half of action. Starters on the floor for the Bulldogs. Hasley, Shoemaker, Thacker, Long, and Smith. So the Bulldogs with a chance to come out and make a statement here in the second half. Start of the second half, they could take the lead for the second time. Ball is in. Bulldogs have it. Long looking underneath. Bulldogs shot up. Good look. Can't get it to finish. The Bulldogs with the rebound, though. Three-pointer on the way. It's no good. Rebound to Ribrick. They're going to get it to Barta. Barta is going to bring it all the way down. Lays it up from the right side and good. Going to get a warning on a delay of game by St. Mary's. I'm not exactly sure why or what happened, but I was putting in stats. I didn't see what went on. Lumberjacks backcourt pressure. Bulldogs get it across the timeline now. Bulldogs working near that timeline. St. Mary's defense being very in the face right now. And a steal by J.J. Yearout. J.J. lays it up and good for the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks up 24-19. Bulldogs with the ball right side. Up to the blocks. Still on that right side. Right wing. Now up to the top of the key. There's a bad pass by the Bulldogs. Turnover. Barta lays it up. Not good on the shot, but a foul call. It'll send Barta to the free throw line. Foul goes against Troy Long, his second. Puts Jack Barta to the charity stripe for the Lumberjacks. First free throw is good. 5 unanswered for the Lumberjacks to start the second half. Still early in the third quarter though. Next free throw is good as well. 7-point lead. I think that's the largest lead of the game for the Lumberjacks. Bulldogs again with a bad pass down the floor. They turn it over. St. Mary's comes back the other way. Jack Barta going to kick it out to the short corner. Shot on the way by DeFort. Leaves it a little bit short. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. And another bad pass by the Bulldogs. Troy Long mishandling that pass coming to him. Going to get a nice look to Jack Barta, but he can't get the shot to go in. J.J. Yearout gets the rebound, though, thankfully for the Lumberjacks. That was a good look, and Jack Barta left that shot short. 17 on the shot clock. Jack now directing his offense, setting his guys up. Jack works to the right side of the floor, skips it into J.J. It's deflected back out, and Jack's going to put it up and good and get fouled. That foul goes against Astley. That'll be his second foul. 8 unanswered for the Lumberjacks here to start the second half of action. Barta's free throw is good. Jack Barta with 14 on the night. Had 9 at the end of the first. J.J. Yearout's going to come out. I wonder if J.J. isn't like a little under the weather, so they're giving him extra breaks or something, because they keep taking him out and nothing was really going wrong as far as taking care of the ball and stuff. Bulldogs have the ball, working over to the right or left side. Gonna thought about a shot from up above the two free throw line. Bulldogs with it left side. Down looking into the low post now. Backing it out to the wing on the right side. Ball in the hand to Troy Long. Long to the free throw line to Smith. Smith shot won't. I'm pretty sure it was a missed shot. Blocked by the Bulldogs. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. And then a foul on St. Mary's. Aiden DeFort picks up his second foul of the game. Trenton Ribrick's going to come out. Landon Ribrick in. Bulldogs will inbound. Into the corner. Now to the top. 3 on the way by Shoemaker. That shot is no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. They missed. Another rebound for the Bulldogs. Now St. Mary's with the rebound. It's Barta. St. Mary's the other way. DeFort, short corner, right side to Harold. Harold backs it back out to Jack. Jack Barta on the wing. Right side of the floor. He's going to make his move to the bucket. Instead, kicks it out to DeFort. Aiden DeFort thought that was a great shot, and it was. It just didn't fall in for him. He's had several good looks like that. Bulldogs get their first bucket of the second half. Tate Shoemaker puts it up and good. Lumberjacks with the ball. And change my pin color. And we're going to get a foul, I think, against Grangeville there. The foul goes against Shoemaker. J.J. Yearout comes out. Or J.J. comes on. DeFort comes out. Third foul of the second half for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. Going up top to Yearout. Yearout, little stutter, drives down inside, gets stood up, lots of defense, is able to make a spinning jump shot, though, and counts the bucket. Bulldogs quickly the other way. Kate Thacker works to the right side. Trapped. Gets it back to the top to Long. Now to the right or left side. Little short jumper. Won't fall in. Gustav pulls in the rebound. Gets ahead to Year Out. Year Out. Little pump fake. Lays it up and in. I'm going to call it an assist by Gustav. Lumberjacks now applying defensive pressure. Lumberjacks up by 12. Largest lead of the game for the Lumberjacks. Bulldogs have it. Troy Long with it. He's going to trigger the three from straight ahead. It won't fall in. Rebound to Gustav. St. Mary's brings it the other way. Jack Barta drives. Nice shot by Jack Barta on the layup from the right side of the lane. Timeout Bulldogs. It's a 30. 35-21. St. Mary's leads. We'll be back.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has come a long way from the little shop on Railroad Avenue. How far? Not only did they upgrade their Railroad Avenue location, they added a second location. That second location for Whistle Stop Coffee and More is on 313 St. Joe River Road. Both locations offer tasty drinks of coffee, Red Bull, or Lotus Energy, and food options, from acai bowls to cookies and delicious bagel sandwiches. Whistle Stop Coffee and More is the perfect stop for a quick bite and a drink on your way to work or school. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary.
And we are back. I get a check. I think Jack Barta comes out. Brock Barta check in. I think Aiden DeFort on that last foul that happened, or last whatever it was that happened, I think he kind of tweaked his ankle a little bit, so they took him out. But it looks like he's okay. St. Mary's gone on a 15-2 run here to start the third. Brock Barta with a deflection there defensively. The ball will stay with the Bull. No, it's a turnover on Grangeville. So 15-2 run for Lumberjacks in the third quarter. 3:31 to go. St. Mary's leads at 35-21. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. JJ, you're out with it. He's going to drive, flips it to Gustav. Gustav is going to have the ball blocked out of bounds. It'll be a block shot. Lumberjacks will be the benefactor of the team offensive rebound there. Oh, no, actually it was a foul. I didn't see the foul indication. Now is the third foul on Gage Smith. Gustav to the free throw line, as I correct that. 50% from the free throw line is Isaiah. Leaves that one well short. Shahal coming in for Smith. Next free throw is good by Gustav. 16-2 run for the Lumberjacks as they lead 36-21 in the third, 3:21 to go in the third. That ball is going to be tipped up in the air by Harold. Going to get it ahead to Year Out. Year Out lays it up and in for the Lumberjacks. And a steal by Year Out again. Now they get it to Gustav. Gustav, little jump step and lays it up and in. I think it's a 20-2 lead run for the Lumberjacks now. And another turnover by the Bulldogs, and Jackson Harold lays it up and good. 42-21, St. Mary's leads. And a foul against the Lumberjacks there. I think that one's going to go against Gustav. (42-21), St. Mary's leads. So Will Told and I don't have a 10 on my roster for Grangeville. Let's see. Sexton comes in for St. Mary's. Bulldogs have the ball. Another turnover by Grangeville. Another steal by Jackson. Jackson to Brock Barta, and Brock Barta puts it up and good. 44-21, another steal. Sexton gets the steal this time. Sexton with a shot. It won't go. Rebound Grangeville. Foul called. And the foul goes against JJ. It's a 24-2 run for St. Mary's over the Bulldogs here in this third quarter. Bulldogs have had Lumberjack defensive pressure really getting to them, and it's another turnover by Grangeville as the number 10 gets called for the travel. I'm going to see if I just forgot to put him on my roster and look and see if I can find a Grangeville roster and find a number 10 on it. Joe Wood is number 10. So the Lumberjacks have the ball. J.J. Yearout controls it up top. He's going to drive from the right side. Shot is up, no good, but he'll be fouled. Carson Astley with his third foul. Puts Yearout to the free throw line. St. Mary's will be in the bonus from here on out. It's 5 fouls for the Bulldogs. J.J. to the free throw line, and he is 78% on the season. Makes that first free throw. 2 Lumberjacks in double digits. Jack Barta with 16, J.J. Yearout with 11. Slow start for St. Mary's in that first half. Second free throw up and good. 26-2 run for the Lumberjacks in the third. Bulldogs getting through that Lumberjack defense. Bulldogs have it. Right, left wing. A little shake and bake. Stamper kicks it back out to Joe Wood. His three is no good. J.J. with the rebound. J.J. feeds it ahead to Barta. Barta lays it up and in for the Lumberjacks. Big third quarter for St. Mary's. Bulldogs have it, low post, back up the top, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound to Harold. Harold's going to feed it ahead to J.J. J.J. spins into the lane, tries to get some room, counts a bucket and the foul for J.J. Yearout. That foul goes against Stamper. It is a 30-point third quarter for the Lumberjacks, 50-21 over the Bulldogs. Bulldogs making wholesale changes on their lineup. Smith back in for the Bulldogs, as is Shoemaker and Chahal. Long. JJ for the old-fashioned three-point play. That shot is up and good. 51-21, a 30-point difference for the Lumberjacks. 31-point third quarter for St. Mary's. Big third quarter for the Lumberjacks. Bulldogs have it on the left side, down into the low post. Spinning, shot is up. It won't fall for the Bulldogs, but we will get a foul against St. Mary's. Cason Sexton picks up his first or second foul. First foul. Puts Smith to the free throw line. His first time there tonight, misses the first one. I think St. Mary's done a good job of not putting the Bulldogs to the free throw line now in the second half so far. Second free throw is good. 51-22. JJ, you're out. Going to drive, and JJ is going to get called for the foul. Coach Chase says that's all right. JJ comes out with, I think, his third foul or fourth foul. Gustav checks back in. JJ, 15 points, though. He's got most of those in the second half. Bulldogs with it in the backcourt. St. Mary's backs out of the press. 56 seconds on the clock. Troy Long has it. Swings it over to the right wing. Now down to the low post. Back to the free throw line. Shot is up, no good. Aiden DeFort with the rebound for St. Mary's. Gustav back the other way, and we're going to get a foul the other way. Are they going to call that against St. Mary's? Going to get an offensive foul away from the ball on Brock Barta. Coach Chase saying, get back. We don't need to press right now. 51-22 the lead. St. Mary's up. Not quite a 30-point lead anymore. Bulldogs drive, and we're going to get a push foul there away from the ball. They're going to call that on Jackson Harold. Jackson picks up foul number 3. Jackson, I think, going to come out. Jack Bard is going to come in. Puts the Bulldogs back to the free throw line. Troy Long is 2 for 2. First free throw is good. Four points in the second half so far for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's has made it tough for the Bulldogs to get good looks at the bucket, and they've turned it over a lot as well in that second half so far. That was a missed free throw. Rebound to Gustav. St. Mary's back the other way. Going to get it to Sexton. Sexton for three. It's off the mark. I thought from my angle it looked like it was going to be good. The Bulldogs got the rebound, but then turned it over with a bad pass. Jack Barta takes a look at the clock. He has a little bit of time, 11 seconds, backs it back out. He's going to get a screen from DeFort, goes opposite side of the screen, gets it to Gustav, corner right side. Gustav's going to drive. His shot is in and out. Rebound to the Bulldogs, but the third period comes to an end. St. Mary's with a big third period, 51-23 over the Bulldogs. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this.
Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's. St. Joe Potty Hut.
And we're back. The Lumberjacks with a 31-4 run over the Bulldogs in the third, giving St. Mary's a 51-23 lead going into the final frame here. Good way to start the second half for St. Mary's, and then honestly, St. Mary's has stopped taking as many threes in the second half. They've just played solid defense. They've gotten the turnovers, and I'd actually be curious to look at the stats and see how many points off turnovers now, because they scored quite a few off of Bulldog turnovers here in that third quarter. Not sure if there's any changes to the lineup. There was, so let's get that corrected. DeFort back in. Kian Garcia is in. Kason Sexton. There we go. Lumberjacks start fourth with the ball. Gustav to Ribrick. Back out to Sexton. Working on the right side. Now to Kian Garcia on the left. Kian gets a screen. Kicks it to Gustav. Gustav in the corner. He's going to try to drive in. Gets the pull-up jumper from the middle of the block. 53-23. St. Mary's back out to a 30-point lead over the Bulldogs. Bulldogs feed it into the middle of the court. Into Chahal. Now they get it to Long. Long slows things down for the Lumberjack or the Bulldog offense. Down into the short corner, left side, back to the wing. Now straight ahead, up top, up to the free throw line. Short corner on the right side now. Now three on the way by Shoemaker. It's up and good, it looks like, and I think it was a three, right? Nope, it was a long two by Shoemaker. (53-25). Lumberjacks with the ball. Sexton to Ribrick. Ribrick back to Gustav. Gustav gets a look at three. That one's off the mark for Gustav. Garcia with the rebound. Garcia can't get the putback to go. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Coming the other way, Shoemaker. Shoemaker kicks it back to the top to Long. Long from the free throw line. Counted and a foul. Kian Garcia picks up that foul. Sexton comes out. Jack Barta in. One free throw coming for Troy Long. Long is 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. Now the clock is running now. St. Mary's got it to a 30-point lead at 1 point there in the fourth. Free throw is up and good. Lumberjacks will bring it back the other way. Kian Garcia controls it for St. Mary's. Works it down the right side, back to the top to Trenton Ribrick. Ribrick hands it off to Gustav. Gustav testing the waters right side. He's going to drive. Shot off the glass and good. Using the bank to make that deposit for Gustav. Gustav up to 9 points. Bulldogs have it, left wing. Gonna kick it, try to feed it inside. Ball is tipped around. Bulldogs come away with it. Back out to the wing. Stepping in, can't get a shot off. Back to the opposite side. Troy Long has it now. Now over to the left side. Shoemaker for three. That is off the mark. Rebound to the Bulldogs, and then a foul underneath. And that foul going to go against St. Mary's. Landon Ribrick picks up that foul and puts the Bulldogs to the free throw line. So St. Mary's, I don't think, put them to the free throw line but once in the third, and they've already put them to the free throw line twice here in the fourth. Astley's free throw is good. He is 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Going to get a 30, or going to get a timeout taken by Grangeville. It looks like it might be a full. It is a full. 55-29, St. Mary's leads. Bulldogs at the charity stripe. We'll be back.
In St. Mary's is a proud Lumberjack supporter. St. Joe Potty Huts is a portable restroom rental RV pump service in Benoit County, also serving Shoshone and Kootenai counties. So for your next large gathering, wedding, family reunion, birthday party, or maybe you're having a remodel done and you need some extra facilities, call St. Joe Potty Huts at 245-4887. 245-4887. St. Joe Potty Hut says, go Lumberjacks! Whether you like it or not, it's time to start thinking about holiday shopping. Country Fair at St. Mary's is a great place to start. Whether it's a new Fox or Under Armour sweatshirt or that perfect toy for the holidays, Country Fair has you covered. Stop by today and get a head start on your holiday shopping at the Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's.
And we are back. Carson Astley to the free throw line for a second free throw. Chance to cut it to a 25-point deficit. And he misses the free throw. Bulldogs with the rebound. Gage Smith with the putback for the Grangeville Bulldogs. 31-55, St. Mary's lead. Jack Barta has it now to Ribrick. Off to Garcia. Garcia skips it to Landon. Landon to the corner to Gustav. Left side. Gustav shakes the Bulldog defender out of his shoes, but then airballs the shot. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Grangeville quickly the other way. Troy Long over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker backs it back out. Three on the way by Gage Smith. That is up and good for the Bulldogs. Grangeville making a little push here. Going to get a shot up, but a charge called. Gustav will get called for that foul. 3 fouls on Gustav. Chase making a 5-for-5 substitution here. Harold Sexton year out Barta DeFort on the floor for the Lumberjacks, and that Barta is Brock Barta. Under 3.5 to go. Low post, backing it in, shot up. Oh, counts the bucket and the foul. Sexton will get called for that foul. Carson Astley's first bucket there. And Coach wants a 30-second timeout for Grangeville. It's the only time they can stop the clock. He's trying to stop the clock because the Lumberjacks had a 30-point lead at one point. I know it's not a 30-point lead now, but so every time, if he wants to stop the clock to get a little bit more time on the clock, he's got to call a timeout. And I don't think they start it right away after the timeout. So 55-36, St. Mary's with the lead over the Bulldogs. Time running out on the timeout. I need to leave my clock running there. 3:20 to go in the game. And after the timeout, it stops the clock. So the coach is basically wanting the clock stopped during free throws, which is smart by him because he wants to give his guys all the chance in the world to make a comeback. Free throws up and good by Astley. Bulldogs playing some defense in the backcourt. Year Out brings it around. Year Out's going to be fouled. Gets bumped from behind by Gage Smith on that sudden stop by Year Out. Lumberjacks will inbound. Trying to find somebody to get it into. To DeFort. DeFort going to take the shot. It won't go, but he'll be fouled. They're going to call that foul on Carson Astley. That's his fourth. It'll put Hayden DeFort to the free throw line. DeFort, 25% on the season from the free throw line. Oh, the first one in and out. Will Told comes in for the Bulldogs. They're also coming in as Stamper. Second free throw good. Bulldogs have had a little bit better fourth period than St. Mary's. St. Mary's only gotten 4 points here, 5 points in the fourth. Bulldogs get trapped in the corner, right side. St. Mary's putting on some solid defense down there to get a steal by Year Out. Year Out gets the ball into the lane and puts the shot up and good. 17 for Year Out. Bulldogs the other way. St. Mary's trying to get the steal. Sexton going to get called for the foul. Now send Told to the free throw line. Coach now this time not taking any timeouts. Free throw is no good. Second free throw is good. 58-38. Lumberjacks with a 20-point lead. Going to get a nice little pass from Jack Sparta to Hayden DeFort. And DeFort puts it up and in. Going to get a steal again by Year Out. Grangeville turns it over. J.J. Year Out gets the steal. Brock Barta lays it up and in. 62-38, St. Mary's lead. Bulldogs pull up jump shot. It's short. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Count the bucket and the foul. And the Bulldogs want a timeout with 26 seconds on the clock. I think they took a full. We'll be back.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938, insured by NCUA.
And we are back. 62-40, St. Mary's leads the Bulldogs. Good second half for St. Mary's. Good third quarter for St. Mary's. Like I said, they outscored Grangeville 31-4 in the third. And that went a long ways to giving them the separation they need to not have to worry as much late in this one. Bulldogs, though, have been fighting the whole time. Again, this is a young Bulldog team, so this is going to be a solid squad. They're full of sophomores. The starting five were all sophomores. 2 free throws coming for Gage Smith, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Oh, they said 1 shot. I thought he hadn't even taken one yet. Anyways, Lumberjacks get the rebound. J.J. Year Out brings it down, cashes it up and good. 64-40, Lumberjacks with the lead. Bulldogs. Lumberjacks still putting some defensive pressure on. Grangeville looking to try to score. Going to get a three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Rebound tipped out to the Bulldogs. And we'll get a foul and a foul by St. Mary's there. And they're not going to bother with shooting any free throws. So that's how the game comes to an end. St. Mary's, the 24-point victory over the Bulldogs, 64-40. We'll take a quick break, come back with our final game recap.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for the home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, well, well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24-plus years of experience and served from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know, it's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
And we're back. Lumberjack boys come away with a victory, 64-40 over the Bulldogs. St. Mary scored 13 points in the fourth. The Bulldogs scored 13 also. No. A little bit more than that. 17. Okay, so taking a look at the numbers, the Bulldogs improved their shooting percentage a little bit in the second half. They started at 19% in the first half. They finished at 26% from the field. 68% from the free throw line. The Bulldogs had 27 total turnovers, and Lumberjacks scored, where is it at? 18 points off those turnovers. The Bulldogs had 4 points off the bench. St. Mary's shot 42% from the field, 75% from the free throw line. St. Mary's with just 7 turnovers and 18 points off of turnovers. The Bulldogs with 2 points off turnovers. St. Mary's only had 1 other turnover in the second half. 3-point shooting improved? Not really. St. Mary's 1 of 13. The Bulldogs 1 of 19 from downtown. So neither team being able to find the range from outside. 2-point range, St. Mary's 53, 52%. The Bulldogs 39%. And we already went over free throws. Rebounding, the Bulldogs out-rebounded St. Mary's 42 to 27. St. Mary's had 9 assists. The Bulldogs with 4. 14 steals by St. Mary's. We already went over the assists. Fouls, 25 for the Lumberjacks, 17 for the Bulldogs. So that's the team stats. Taking a look at the individual stats, Grangeville, 6 guys scoring, 8 points for Gage Smith, 7 points for Carson Astley, 6 points for Troy Long, 6 points for Tate Shoemaker, 5 points for Tate Thacker, 4 points for Will Told. For St. Mary's, 2 guys in double digits. Leading the way, J.J. Yearout had 19 points, and most of those coming in the second half. Jack Barta puts up 18 for the Lumberjacks. Isaiah Gustav with 9. 7 for Aiden DeFort. Aiden led the team in rebounds with 11, actually tied with DeFort, I think. Nope, he led the team with rebounds with 11. 7 points for DeFort. 4 points for Brock Barta, 4 points for Jackson Harrell, 3 points for Kian Garcia. So that wraps up the scoring for the Lumberjacks. JJ was perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line. JJ 80% from 2-point range, 73% from the field. Had a pretty good night despite the slow start in the first half. Gustav had 7 rebounds for the Lumberjacks. And so that's a look at your individual stats. And as our first repeat player of the game, first repeat Talk About It player of the game of the season for the boys, it'll go to J.J. Yearout tonight. It was kind of tough to decide who to pick, but I'm going to go with J.J. because he had a rough first half, just kind of slow start, and then he finishes with 19 points, 73% from the field shooting, 100% from the free throw line, 4 steals, and an assist. So J.J. Yearout, your Talk About It player of the game for tonight. Next action on the slate, the girls first host Bonners Ferry next week on the 16th, I think it is, and then the boys host Orofino on the 19th. Should be a pretty good telling matchup between those two because we've got Grangeville lost to Orofino and St. Mary's, so going to have the Maniacs coming into St. Mary's to see if they can take a win away from the Lumberjacks here at home. So it's going to be an interesting week next week somewhat. We'll go ahead. That's going to do it for us here from Lumberjack Gym. Have a great rest of your weekend.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!